Jake, we have been doing this podcast for a while. We've seen lots of monumental moments in our lives happen. One of them is just seeing things progress within our families. And within Catherine's first pregnancy, she had some fun quirks. She was really excited and like, oh, this is great. You know, we get to have a baby shower, you know, but she was also kind of a little bit careful with herself. She was like, I don't want to eat too much deli meat. I want to be careful about my sleep schedule.
Doing things like by the book.
Yes. Very by the book. We had that first baby, like with Hattie, she was like, oh, I just don't want anybody to hear me like yell or anything when I'm giving birth.
That's very polite of her.
Yeah. Like very concerned with everybody else.
Like the worst pain of her life. She's like, I don't want to make a scene.
Right. Second pregnancy, not so much. We know what we're doing. And, you know, she's eating Subway every once in a while. She toasts it. She's fine. It's hot enough, you know, and, you know, just not worrying too much about all the little things. We don't have a shower anymore. We have a little sprinkle. And, you know, actually during the pregnancy and during the birth, it was like, I mean, it was very beautiful still, Jake, but okay. it was also like kind of M. Night Shyamalan-y, okay?
Shyamalan-y.
Like it was just like you would think maybe she's watching The Sixth Sense in there or something.
Some sort of Conjuring movie.
Ah! Like she let it all hang out. And I was just looking at the wall, thinking about Patrick Ewing.
She left it all on the floor.
So anyway, if you're wondering why we're talking about first pregnancy, second pregnancy, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Whoa.
Today, pod 112.
Yeah, 112, baby.
Brad, why do you bring up pregnancy to open up this podcast?
I talk about pregnancy for one reason only, and I hope that you guys can absolutely see why I'm talking about this. It's because our YouTube channel is out, and we have a new video called First Pregnancy versus Second Pregnancy.
Duh.
On your feet!
Come on!
Oh!
No, it's the only reason why we would bring up pregnancy.
Of course.
That is it.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We would never just, yeah.
We would never.
That's it. Okay.
But that is true. I can't speak for anything else in the pregnancy world, but last week we teased that alongside Trey, Brad and I are going to have our very own YouTube channel.
Yep. And
as of Monday, today, it is live. I'm not sure what time the video is going to be posted. If I had to guess Trey's habits, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Central Time.
Sure. Yeah.
So
mid-morning.
So be looking for it all day. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Feel free to just be one of the first 1,000.
Right.
This is going to be huge someday. And you guys could be on the ground floor.
Try to be the first.
Honestly, yeah. Go find it right now. What's it called? We found a name.
Yeah. Jean Shorts.
Jean Shorts. You guys know I love jorts.
Yeah.
Jean Shorts. That's the name of the channel. We just wanted something short and sweet.
Yep.
Almost like a non sequitur that just like doesn't really mean anything.
Kind of like the Ghostrunners.
Yeah, Ghostrunners or Dude Perfect or Yes Theory. These other YouTube channels, it doesn't really mean anything. You just brained yourself around it.
Yeah, Jean Shorts. So
Jean Shorts.
Going for it. And Jake has some connections to Jean Shorts. You were kind of an unofficial endorser for Jean Shorts for a while.
There was a time where even before I had much of a following, I was like, I think I could sell Jean Shorts as my own merch and lots of people would buy it.
Yeah.
I had a, what would you call it? Just a thing I was doing where every time I would do something new for the first time in my life, I would put on Jean Shorts.
Yeah.
You know, I hiked a 14er, I wakeboarded, I bungee jumped, I would do all these things in jorts, and that part of my life is behind me. Now I'm a digital Jean Shorts creator.
That's right. You're a digital jorter.
Digital jorter. So
SNL digital jorts.
That's right.
Yep.
So subscribe to the channel, Jean Shorts.
Please.
Find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us everywhere. You're going to see a lot of myself and Brad and Trey over the next, for sure, like this week. And then,
That's it. Yeah, we've recorded 4 videos so far, and I think they're solid videos. I think all of them are really fun.
2 of them, I'm like really excited to like post snippets on my own Instagram. Yeah. I'm like, this is great.
So guess which 2? No.
We did first pregnancy versus second pregnancy. We did Facebook Marketplace video.
Yep.
Which that one's really fun. And then we did a college freshman versus college senior video comparing those 2.
Yep.
And then, we did one video just called Big Guy Problems.
Big Guy.
Or just big guys, I think is what we're calling it. Something like that. Big boys.
I think Trey gave out the tag "be like." He said, "Big guys be like."
Oh yeah. I
said,
always
okay.
forget
Yeah.
that that's like a thing.
Because I think I kind of gave him a hard time. Like, I don't know, say "be like." Like, he's like, I know it's kind of cheesy or whatever, but we should probably say "be like," whatever. So, should be fun. We got more coming.
Yeah, a lot more.
Oh, by the way, haven't told you this off the pod yet, but we're good on Wednesday to do everything.
What does that mean?
Lake Lotawana.
Oh,
Yeah.
lake,
It's going to be litty.
boat,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
like something to pull behind the boat too.
Oh,
Or
maybe.
to be pulled from the boat.
Sure.
Starts with a W.
Oh, sure. I don't know.
Wiffle ball? What?
Wiffle ball. Yeah. Wiffle board. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to have fun though. It's going to be fun.
We're good to go Wednesday. Okay,
Yeah.
we need to text Trey then.
Yeah.
So when we had like a little brainstorming meeting this past week of like, all right, everyone come prepared with like some channel names. And I ended up coming up with jean shorts, but it was funny. Brad and I both had channel names that involved pizza.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah. What was your pizza one?
Mine was Good Pizza.
Oh yeah. Good pizza. I like that.
Good Pizza was pretty good. That was
Yeah.
probably second place.
Yeah. Rectangle pizza was mine.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of anything that has any kind of nostalgic thing. That's why I love Ghostrunners. That's why I love jean shorts. Like, yeah, rectangle pizza was
You also
one
had
of
food court, which I like that too. It's
Yeah,
like,
the food court,
Food court.
yeah.
That's just like good memories of a food court.
Right. Yeah. Also, I literally just like thought of anything. Like it was like, there's no wrong answers in this point in the stage. So I had some really random things.
Yeah, just try to think of as many 2-word things that sounded fun to say. Slingshot, tank top,
Yeah.
crushed ice.
Crushed ice. I like the
Crushed ice is fun too. I
Yeah.
have fond memories of that.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder if Trey likes crushed ice.
What?
Never mind.
I don't get it.
Oh, I didn't. Well, whatever. His writer, his, thing. Do we
yeah.
talk about that?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
kind of funny.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah, basically when we were in Spokane, a few weeks ago performing, every night we noticed they would bring in a bucket of crushed ice, which they didn't bring anything else. Like if you saw my stories, like they had candy galore, but we didn't ask for that. That's just like the green room there already has a ton of candy, and there's always just like beer or Red Bulls or White Claws in the fridge. Like that's just like standard. But every night our server would come in and like bring in a thing of crushed ice and then ask us what we wanted to order. And then we never used the crushed ice. We never touched the crushed ice. It was just like this weird thing that was always sitting there. It was like the mallard. Dwight, like I feel like it's listening to us. Like it's not just ice.
There's a bug in there.
Something's going on with the crushed. I think the opener wants to hear us talk about it. Oh wait, that's something. I don't even know if I ever brought this up. Does this sound familiar? The opener, he told us, hope he doesn't listen to the podcast now. After the very first show, he was like,
Oh yeah,
or maybe we talked about it off the pod.
off the pod.
Okay.
But say it. It's
He-
fun.
He was just like, I think he comes off stage and we're asking him, how'd you feel about it, man? He's like, I mean, it's a Spokane crowd. These crowds that come here, I mean, they're the type of crowd, they only care about the headliner. I was like, oh, is that like, one, I don't know if we can stereotype a city as
Yeah.
being like, this is how every single person in the city treats live comedy.
Right.
This is how they view it.
Yeah.
And two, maybe just don't make excuses for yourself and just be better.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, look, I'm doing my best, but
But
this is
that's
one of those
Spokane
cities
for you,
Yeah,
you know?
that's downtown Spokane.
Right.
So that
like
was
yeah,
kinda funny.
you can't afford a house, that's Spokane though, that's
Spokane.
that's how it is. It's that market,
They love the Zags and they love headliners.
If anything, I would assume it's almost easier. Well, I know they obviously are there for Trey, but it's almost easier for them to really like you, because you're only up there for 10,
It's
15
way easier to be
minutes.
more entertaining in that short amount of
like
time.
you do the greatest hits, whereas Trey's doing the deep cuts,
Uh-huh.
right? Like
Yeah, exactly.
he's got lots of stuff going for him. He's got to memorize all this stuff. You're like, let me just take you probably have 30 minutes worth of ideas, but you're like, I'm going to take the 10 best minutes. I don't know. I think that would kill. So don't make excuses like that, man.
Exactly. And I think people have expectations for Trey. They've been following him for years.
Right.
And, 5% of the people in there know my name,
Yeah.
maybe, but no
Right.
one else does.
Right.
I've always thought that too. Like when we go on the road and they'll have this opener, back in the day when I used to host and I would introduce them, like, how do you want to be introduced? Like you could say that I'm yada yada as featured on Comedy Central, Laugh Factory, yada yada. And I would always be like, if I was in that position, I don't want to hype myself up
Keep it low.
beforehand.
Keep the standards low. Yeah.
Yeah. Like just say like, hey, he works as an insurance broker and he's doing this tonight. Like do that. Why would you not say that? Like why are you trying to butter your own biscuit right before you go on stage?
Like,
Every
this is a
comedian would do
normal
that.
dude. Yeah.
I guess a few would be like, you can just say my name, man. And I'm like, good. That makes sense to me. Why would you ever want to like hype yourself up?
Yeah. Especially because most of the time that's kind of in one ear out the other a little bit anyway. So I'm just like, I'd rather just just have you come out there and do your thing. Like I don't have much expectation for you because you're on Comedy Central. I feel like everyone's on Comedy Central
Exactly.
these days.
It's like you didn't have a special on there. You were part of like a thing where you got 5 minutes and it was
right.
more or less a commercial.
Okay, it was a commercial.
Okay. It was. I was on a JCPenney's ad last Christmas.
I was an extra for a medicine ad in the background playing kickball.
I was the old man sitting in the pool during the Cialis commercial. I didn't have any speaking parts, but I was in it.
Yeah, I was the doctor for that Cheez-Its commercial where like, can we put more cheese in the Cheez-It? That was me.
That was fun.
But it was on Comedy Central, as seen on Comedy Central, Fox News, ESPN 2, ESPN 3, ABC, all of them.
Anyway, crushed ice. It was, but finally we get to the end of the weekend and we're just like, we just got to ask. We asked our server, hey, just out of curiosity, like, what is with the crushed ice you bring in every time? She goes, oh, I mean, you asked for it, right? It was on your rider, which you guys don't know. A rider's a thing like an artist or performer asks for, like to be in the green room. Like I don't want green M&Ms and a diet Mr. Pibb.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the only thing on Trey's rider says clean crushed ice, which is just such a pretentious ask. And Trey's like, I swear I have never asked for crushed ice. I've never used the phrase clean crushed ice before. Like this is embarrassing.
Yeah. Just from his agent, right?
He's like, that's probably Jack. I don't know.
I wonder if his agent feels like kind of like the Comedy Central thing. Like I got to put something on there to like show credibility here.
I can't leave it blank.
Like I can't let this guy be too like easygoing, put some ice on there. I don't know.
4 paydays. No.
Yeah.
Just something that's like slightly annoying to find.
That'd be interesting. Like what's like the most easy ask? Like 1 bottle of water.
Yeah.
But it'd be like in parentheses, but only 1. Like, do not give me 2.
Don't let me catch a second bottle of water.
Right.
It's like, man, what is this guy's deal?
What is this? Yeah.
You were saying you used to deal with that at K-State, right?
Yeah. So when I was at K-State, I helped like with the music acts and stuff come in, and we had Jason Derulo. We had a few different pretty big names, but he was probably the biggest one. And I remember specifically he wanted 6 or 5 Hanes like plain white V-neck t-shirts, like brand new, but they only came in packs of 3. And so we had to like take, 2 packs of 3 and like take out 5 and like put them there. And I think he had some other stuff too, but that was like the most like vivid one that I remember him being like, I need 5 and he didn't touch the thing. So that's the thing. Like with those riders, they never even use them.
I've seen his TikToks. He does not wear shirts often. So it surprised me that he would ask for 5 of them.
For 5 of them. What's he need 5 for?
I think he planned on having 5 t-shirts to last him the entire year. He's like, this will be good for me. Right. This is all I wear.
That's a year's subscription of shirts right there, baby.
That was before he was dancing with teenagers though. So maybe things were different.
Perfect.
We played a basketball game this week.
Yeah.
We were in last session. We played in the Recreational League, which is as low as it gets.
We spat on those guys.
We spat and spanked them.
You kidding? Yeah.
And then we moved up to intermediate, thinking that we were going to have Jordan on our team. Which Jordan hurts his knee.
Jordan is like Michael Jordan.
He is.
Yeah.
Same name, same skill. But we pick up cool guy Sammy.
Yeah, which is exact same skill level, Sammy. You are.
And we pick up LukeHoagland.com.
Right.
Huge pickup. Basketball IQ,
for the
rebounding, everything.
Have I ever told the story about Huge for the program? That inside joke?
No.
Have you heard that?
No.
One of my friends at Kanakuk, he was a D1 soccer player for Furman University.
Greenville, South Carolina.
I was going to say South Carolina.
I went out to dinner with Catherine Jones. She went to Furman.
Catherine Jones, D1 school. But no one thinks about Furman like a powerhouse anything, especially the soccer program. But I think like it's a pretty good soccer program. But anyway, you hear like whenever Texas A&M gets a really big recruit to sign, they're like, whoa, that's huge for the program. That's huge for the program. So it was like an inside joke between the team. Like, hey man, you forgot your cleats back at the field, like the practice field. I went ahead and picked them up for you. Be like, oh dude, that's huge for the program.
Yeah.
That's huge for so anyway, I love saying that for like, we picked up Luke Hoagland. That was huge for the program.
Yeah.
Like,
I got it from, I think, Matt Kelly or someone back in the day. Yeah, you say it for any like team aspect there is for anything. You act like it is huge for the program. It's a blue chipper. That's huge. That's huge.
Anyway, so we got Luke Hoagland, huge for the program. Sammy, huge for the program too. Sammy.
Don't feel left out. So, but yeah, intermediate league, a little nervous, especially when you roll up and see who we're going to play with. Visually, we were the underdogs.
Yeah, visually, we were Aerosmith. They were
the Roots.
Sure.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say Run DMC, but yeah.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah. That makes more sense.
We both walked in the same way. We both walked this way, but
there it is.
They added a little more flair to their walk.
And they were kind of flopping at times. I was like, hey, dang it. Why did I say it like quit fouling over? There we go.
Okay. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't even know what you were going for.
Jimmy Fallon pun with the Roots.
Okay.
Dang it.
Oh, I love it. Quit fouling.
Why I do that? Okay. Anyway, puns aside, they were pretty intimidating looking. They looked like they would be very good at basketball.
Huge, like looked either like they played linebacker or running back in college. Like a lot of them.
Yeah, and
One guy was 6'5", 6'6", easy.
oh, he was taller than that. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
He
I
was
think
a big
so.
dude.
But anyway, we won.
Yeah.
Won somewhat easily.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
pretty
really fun.
soft. They weren't very physical, so that helped because we're not very tall.
It was fun. Isaac and I on the whole like drive home kind of just kept normally like I feel like the last couple sessions basketball has been like a fun opportunity to see my friends and it's like good cardio.
Yeah.
But we were kind of just like it's just so much better than everyone that it wasn't as much fun or I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like
Yeah.
at any time I feel like we can just kind of do whatever we want in this game. But this I don't know. It was refreshing. It was like
Yeah.
wow. Like we all like played up to their level and like we played really well and it was just fun.
Yeah, it was.
I already can't wait for next week.
I'm excited too.
Which was not how it's been in the past. But
Yeah.
one quick story from the game. Let's just say, so yeah, imagine this team, the Roots,
Mhm.
but one of these things is not like the other. There's a certain guy on the team, doesn't look the same.
He was a good 3-point shooter. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Right?
He, well, this guy didn't get the ball much. This was like the, whatever, doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to describe him.
I was just saying, stereotypically, he would be a good 3-point shooter. You wouldn't give him an alley-oop. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would probably see him more in like martial arts type
Sure.
sports. But
Oh, gosh.
that guy.
Oh, yeah. There was in Rush Hour, there's Chris Tucker and there's Jackie Chan, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this guy is
Yeah, he was bad. He was real bad.
guarding me very briefly, and they were very fun times whenever he was guarding
Okay.
me. It was a good time. But there was one time in the second half where I just gave him like a little pump fake, and he kind of like I don't know exactly how it happened, but he falls over on the ground and he kind of injures himself. And so I'm like helping him up. He's like, "Oh man, that's dang! I stepped on your foot." I'm like, "Did you? Did you step on my foot?"
I think I would have felt that.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't think much of it. Then after the game, and then Scott Peck heard it too, because he asked me afterwards. He's like, "Dude, what was with that guy saying that over and over again?"
Yeah.
Afterwards, we're all shaking hands. "Hey, good game, good game." He comes up to me, "Dude, once again, I just want to say sorry for stepping on your foot. Like that was such a bummer that like I stepped on your foot." I was like, "All right, dude, I got it." Like
He
this
really
dude,
wanted to emphasize, like,
more than anything.
my pride is still intact. I just stepped on your foot.
Well, look, hey. I'm a sure-footed guy. I
Right.
stepped on your foot.
Yeah.
I don't fall over
No.
just on my own. Nothing you did made me fall. I stepped on your foot, and I cannot emphasize enough how bad I feel.
Right.
I feel bad.
How's your toe?
How are you? I'm sorry. I stepped on your foot.
Metatarsal's okay? Like, yeah, what's going
Do you
on?
remember?
here?
You know what I'm talking about? It's the time when I fell over.
Yeah.
That was the time when I stepped on your
The
foot.
time where I fell over and I cried a little bit at the end of it? Like, do you remember that?
It was because of the foot.
It was because my feet were on your feet and then I fell. It made me off balance.
It's to the point where I'm fully expecting next game, like we're not going to play each other. He's going to
Right.
stick around and be like,
Right.
"Hey, hope you have a good game, man. And once again, sorry for last week. I stepped
Yeah.
on your foot."
Hey, how's your foot, dude? You all right?
You're sorry.
You
from last-
recovered? You recovered from that?
Okay, because I feel like I stepped on it pretty hard.
I mean, yeah, like I have pretty big feet and I stepped on yours, so like, do you get any scuffs? You need some.
You guys I got scuff remover for
Yeah.
if anyone else steps on your feet, like
Yeah.
last time when I did it. It was just awesome. It's just the cadence and the way he approached me.
Yeah.
Scott was even just like, "What was that?" It's
Got some shoe cleaner from Finish Line, so if you need some, holler at me.
Got an uncle who worked at Foot Locker. He could probably work his way right, get the
Right.
creases out.
Yep.
Because of when I stepped on your foot.
Yep.
But hey, basketball, come
was
watch
fun.
us. You know where to find us.
Yeah, we had some people for the game after us watching us that were pretty entertained.
Oh, that was fun.
You know?
Oh wait,
I call
should-
them the TikTokers because they looked like they were 18.
They look like they follow.
They look
Jason
like they were
Derulo.
TikTokers
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
They
Like the crop top shirts and all that.
yeah,
For
and
girls
just,
and guys. No, I was kidding.
yeah, kind of like an Odell Beckham Jr. Kind of a Juju Smith-Schuster type guy there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And anyway, yeah.
Oh, he loved. So I'll brag on Jake real quick. That fast break. It was like a 2-on-1 fast break. Maybe it was 1-on-1 fast break.
Oh yeah, I
And
think
you
I
just-
stole it and then
You just pulled up for 3, and it wasn't even like it was kind of an off balance, like fadeaway 3.
I made it sexy.
It was awesome. It was like, and I will be fair here. There was another time where you pulled up for 3 and missed it pretty handily.
I thought it was
So-
I thought it was I was backpedaling. Huh? That was a little long.
Yeah, it was a little long. Let's just say you were too strong. Too much weight room probably for you. Too much. What's this called? The
Juice
Juice Factory.
Just what is it called?
The sweat lodge.
Iron.
The Dutch oven. The something easy bake oven.
E-
The sweat factory. The
what is it?
um,
Sweat press. Juice.
oh, everyone knows. Everyone out there knows.
What do we call? What do you air fryer? No, it's close to that.
The pressure cook. No, not the pressure cooker. The Oh, it's like that though. Yeah.
It's like air fryer.
Dang it, dude.
Juice box?
No, it's not close to air fryer.
What do we call
the pressure.
You get hot for 45 minutes. You come up. Dang it.
What's that thing called? The thing that like makes the like air fryer. Not air fryer though. It's the
Harrison! Isaac! They'll know.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anyway, you've been too strong. So you missed one, but the second one you just drained it.
I jade it.
And they did the classic like call the timeout afterwards. Like they were dejected.
Oh, they did. Yeah, that felt good.
And the guy in the stands behind us was all about it. Like that was awesome, dude.
He's like, dude, man, if you're shooting like that, you better be shooting more often.
Right.
I was like, well, you know, I'm a pretty good shooter when no one's on me.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing.
So anyway, and cool guy Sammy on our team might be more emphatic than
Scott.
Pressure cooker. Is that what it is?
No, Isaac. What did we call when we were working out all the time? What did we call this? Because you come down, you get hot for 45 minutes, and then you come up looking better than you were. Remember, we had a name. Harrison came up with it
for the basement
for like the workout room. What do we call it?
Instant pot!
Yes,
of course.
Thank you, Isaac. He can fix the light bulb and remember things.
That's right.
We're bigger and brighter this week. Did you guys notice?
I've been trying to slim down actually. So, no. Yeah, it was fun. Anyway, ask me about my week because I have something to say for every single day.
Instant
And
pot.
I wrote it down.
Okay, Brad, how was your week?
It was a great week. On Sunday, I had Father's Day. On Monday, I played basketball. On Tuesday, I went to soccer with Hattie. On Wednesday, I went to the sporting game. On Thursday, I went to Chuck E. Cheese. On Friday, I'm recording a podcast with you.
Tell me about Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. So
how's the rat doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone grew up going to Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm sure not very many people have been back in a while. So I'm just going to let you know how it's going at Chuck E. Cheese. It was completely different than the Chuck E. Cheese I grew up with. This is not even Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like Charles cheese.
Yeah. It's like, it's like nicer. It was weird. I'd like to compare like my true experience at Chuck E. Cheese as a kid to this because it felt like this Chuck E. Cheese had 5 things in it. Like it feels so small and so like a small area, not very many games, but maybe as a kid, you're just a littler person. And so you look around and you feel like everything's bigger.
Yeah. But once you've been to like a Dave & Buster's, like a main event.
Yeah.
March Madness.
I truly think like this. Yeah. I think. Oh, okay. I'm going to gloss over March Madness, but you guys would love that story.
Someday.
That is if we ever have a top tier Patreon subscription of like $45, that's a $45 story for Jake.
I got to find the right time to tell that story.
It's amazing though. Just comment March Madness enough and maybe Jake will say something about it. But anyway, Chuck E. Cheese, it just feels like there's not as much going for it. And this was a newer location. This wasn't the one that I grew up going to, so it wasn't completely comparable, but it was like too bright. Like when I envision Chuck E. Cheese, don't you envision it kind of dark? It's dark and then bright lights, right? Like kind of like Dave & Buster's. I envision it kind of dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a Chuck E. Cheese in mind that's well lit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. This one was also well lit. So maybe it's just your kind of
this is my kind of Chucky.
But it was like very well kept. And it was they almost fooled me to think like this is a nice establishment, but then the workers there not so well kept.
Okay.
I mean, just like the classic, like everyone knows the guy who works at Chuck E. Cheese when he's probably 19, 20 years old. And
he has a ponytail.
He had a mullet and a peach fuzz, like a nice peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Like to the point where I'm like, do you know you have the peach fuzz though? You know what I mean? Like it's like a full on caterpillar of a mustache up there, but it's like Adam Morrison. Like it's like, what's going on up there?
You should figure someone in your life should tell you that that's there.
Someone needs to tell you, but they no longer give you like physical tickets, which is kind of sad to me. You don't have to have like tokens to play. You get a wristband. That's like a QR code or something like that.
They have like their own like
RFID or something like that.
Or like their own crypto, Chucky coin.
Oh yeah. Chuck coin.
Chuck coin?
Yeah. But you just, and so like, it's kind of cool because it was like an hour of playing. So you could play anything you want for an hour, unlimited.
That's hot.
Which is sweet because that was not how it was in our day. But Hattie like literally just like takes her like watch basically look like, and like this band like puts it up there and then the game starts. You know, it's like the weirdest thing, but and then it's kind of like Dave & Buster's where you don't get tickets. You just get it like on your wristband.
You check later.
At the end you check. So that was fine.
Dude, that's too bad. Kids are never going to know what it's like to hit a jackpot and then tickets are just
exactly.
spitting out.
Like, you don't know. Like, I have no idea
When
why it
does it
isn't
stop?
stopping. Like, I don't know what I did.
And then other people are looking over like, dude, what'd you do? And you're like, yeah, I got the jackpot, I think.
And that's how you know, like some of those Smoke and Token. You remember that game?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Smoke and Token was like this game where you drop the token in and it was like this revolving wheel. And like, depending on what slot you made it into, that's how many
Ooh.
tickets you got. And Smoke and Token on the outside looking in looks like the crappiest game ever. But when you see some kid
You smoke
getting
the toke.
350 tickets coming out of there, it's like, how do I get on Smoke and Token? Like, get in line over here. No one's playing skee ball anymore. Whereas now you don't even like, how do you even recognize that she was getting tickets?
You don't even know.
Like, we get up to there and she got like 150 tickets. She was like, nothing compared to some of those kids. But
Can I ask you about a game?
yeah, okay.
I don't know what to call it. I'm just going to describe it. It's those games where you put a quarter in one of the slots or a coin. Coin.
Corn, maize, Milo, whatever you want.
Maize.
Mhm.
And then it'll like, this thing is like, this almost like sliding thing is
Yes.
going backwards and forwards. And
Yep.
then it pushes
I
quarters
love
up.
that one.
And then it pushes quarters up.
And
I was a sucker for that game.
oh yeah, because like,
You're like, it's so close.
yeah, and the
to
more you
falling off
put
the
it
ledge.
in there, the more like likely
yeah.
it is to overflow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Those once it paid off for me once in my life. And,
And it really paid
I think
off,
there was
though.
a small earthquake is the only reason why like it worked out for me.
Yeah, you see like the kids like shaking it or something.
Yeah.
No, I was really into the one that was like the light up one that went around and around and you tried to like stop it on
Yes.
the right one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh, I played that over and over and over again.
There was one time Josh and I were making a video. One of our first videos that went viral was just like a arcade trick shots video or whatever.
Okay.
So like, okay, let's do a part 2 of this. And I'll never forget it. We weren't recording. I was just being an idiot. And I was like, it was that game. And I was like, no, I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. And I got down real low, like I was about to smack it. And then I moved my hand and just smacked my forehead on it. And I got the bullseye, or like I got it, like
Yeah.
I nailed it. I was never able to do it with my hand, but just being dumb, smack with my forehead and got it. And I was like, no way. And he's like, oh, I wasn't recording.
Dang, dude, you got to always record,
Yep.
right? Always record, no matter what. That's funny. So anyway, so Chuck E. Cheese, it was great. It was fun. They used to have like the Robotic band come out and play.
Creepy Mouse.
Yeah, the Hannah Hinn or whatever the girl's name is.
Wait, you know their names?
Yeah, they had them on there last night. So
Okay.
it was like Henny Hannah or something like that. Hannah the Henny. I don't
William
know.
Hanna.
Yeah, old Wild Bill. Shout out to him. Anyway, they don't do that anymore. And my niece, who's 8, last night was like explaining it. She's like, yeah, it's all virtual now. And I was like, I hate that you as an 8-year-old knows the word virtual and can explain it to me that way. Like, it's all virtual on the screen. So like Chucky comes out on the screen and like plays them a song. Not the same.
Dumb.
So yeah, it's kind of sad. I miss the robotic things, but overall pizza, we'll call it a 4.5 out of 10, edible. Pizza's usually pretty good.
Pizza's good about being
You know,
edible.
yeah. But not great. And cotton candy machine, good as ever.
I haven't had cotton candy in a minute. Is it still doing all right?
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
still
so
melts in your mouth. It's wonderful. So anyway, it was a fun time. So
Fun time.
also I'll just gloss real quick. Father's Day was great. Basically all day, like Catherine asked me what I want to do. And I was like, I just want to nap in the afternoon by myself. And then I want to go to Chewy's at night. And so the majority of my Father's Day was actually spent like celebrating that I'm a father by not spending time with my kids. Like I just had a nice nap. And like Catherine like set it up for me, like turned on the sound machine so I couldn't hear the kids. Like it was great. Napped too long though. I don't like napping more than an hour and a half.
Okay.
And I probably napped for a solid 4.
Whew.
Yeah.
I'll set you back.
Really needed it. Yeah. I think that was the day after, we had recorded at Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I had like gotten up really early that Saturday morning and then recorded till 1:30 or whatever. So I was a little deprived, but Father's Day was great. Tuesday was last soccer practice game, whatever, for Hattie. And so she got a participation trophy kind of thing.
Come on, coach.
And I'm here to say maybe I'm okay with participation trophies. I know
Really?
that sounds kind of crazy.
Maybe at a really young age.
Yeah, because it like made her want to do it again, I think.
Yeah.
Which I know sounds,
If you're 4, I think that's fine.
yeah, but she only participated like genuinely 70% of the time. So it's like,
You'll shave off some of the trophy then.
that's not a bad idea. Like just
It's
a
a-
visual representation.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Get like you got some Max Grit sandpaper in there
She-
somewhere.
She walks in the next morning like, where's part of the soccer ball? Well, you don't deserve it all. Yeah. So that was fun. Went to Andy's afterwards with her, kind of celebrated that. Wednesday went to the sporting game. Cool guy Sammy hooked us up with the tickets. My friend was in town and we were sitting there. All of a sudden, guess who rolls up 2 rows in front of us? Jonah and his wife, Jonah Hope.
Oh, okay.
and like 10 other people that I knew. It was Greg Shawless's birthday. Old roommate Greg.
They were all 2 rows in front of you?
They were literally like, yeah. Greg was right in front of us, and then Jonah, like they had like two, like
No
a section
way.
of,
That's awesome.
There's all of a sudden there's like 10 people that I know, like right there. It was
That's a fun time.
it's fun to like go to a big event like that, and then all of a sudden you see all these people right there. You know?
Kansas City's the best.
It is the best. So, soccer games are fun, good times, and then Thursday was Chuck E. Cheese. Friday is now. So that's what I did.
Now.
That's what I did. I know everything I did this week, guys.
You did so good.
Thank you.
You did so good.
Thank you. I had something every night this week, which is a lot for me. But
Busy Brad. I'm
So,
feeling good today. Played around with golf this morning. Still in my golf clothes.
Yeah,
my
dude.
golf hat, my golf polo.
I like it.
It was fun. Played with Isaac and LukeHoagland.com.
Mhm.
However, slept 2.5 hours last night. Shouldn't have done that probably.
Oh, that's
This-
why you took a nap.
Yeah, I needed that nap.
Why what?
I get so behind on editing videos, and this one, I'm still editing that freaking whatever video. The one we're doing, like we did like COVID Logic, and now we're doing like a remake of it. Because what happens, one, it takes forever to edit anyway. There's all this green screen stuff. What happens is in 1 hour, I'm doing anywhere between 30 to 40 Google searches for like
Right.
the item I need. But one in every one of those 30 just leads me astray.
Oh, really?
You know, like I'll
you
Google
go on
something.
a rabbit trail.
Yes,
You're like,
and
that's actually pretty good.
Yes, I can't help it. Like we were doing some jokes about like celebrity pastors and kind of like,
Okay.
you know, you drip while you worship. But then
Okay.
also like, it's interesting. Well, whatever. I don't need to get into the video, but so I'm Googling like celebrity pastors. Well,
Yeah.
the next thing you know, I'm like, well, who is Stephen Furtick really?
Yeah,
What's his deal? And they're like, whew, it's been 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the video. And then 30 minutes later, you know, I'm searching up something else. I'm like,
right.
that's what Ellen did before comedy.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So it just takes forever. And I really wanted to finish it last night. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay up as late as I need to.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't finish it. So
Oh, really?
just went to bed.
How
Just went-
close are you? What do you think percentage wise?
I am an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay. That's a good percentage.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, whenever I did like worked so hard on my website for probably 2 weeks, like on my computer, it was so easy to stay up at night on my computer for some reason. I don't know if it's like, obviously it's different working in the shop versus working on a computer, but like maybe it's your eyes, like get used to the light on the computer. I don't know. Like I did not mind at all. Like I would stay up till 3 or 4 sometimes and not feel that tired. And I don't know if you experience that. Like, are you not tired? Like when you're working?
No, I don't feel tired.
And then eventually you're like, okay, but look at the clock. I should probably go to bed now.
It's one of those things. Yeah. If I didn't have a clock, I would probably kept
Yeah.
working because I didn't feel.
Yeah.
I will say I went to bed at 4:45 and the sun was starting to come up. So I'm like, ooh, it's time. It's time.
That's when you know.
It's starting to get a little.
You hear the birds start chirping. You're like, uh-oh. That's
It's time. I got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
that affected your golf game a little bit, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then I got pickleball after this. So,
Yeah.
hey, they only care about the headliner though. So if I play bad, I mean, it's, you know,
That's right.
it's Spokane. But I wanted to give a follow-up on last week. 2 things. You know, I said I was trying to buy golf clubs. I got ghosted by a Facebook Marketplace guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was trying to scam me, but he was bad at it. He sent me a message today. He found me on Facebook.
Okay.
So he like bypassed the marketplace messaging, just messaged me personally.
Straight messenger.
Let's get into this.
We got a
okay?
name for him? First name?
Let's call him Landon.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay.
He says, "Hey,
Period?
comma.
Okay.
Sorry, but my phone broke and I just got my replacement phone a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. Kind of guy you want to get golf clubs from.
I don't have a laptop or computer,
Mm.
so I couldn't contact your regarding the golf clubs.
Mm-hmm. Your?
They are still for sale if interested. I'll knock off $$ off if you still want them. Don't want you to think I ignored you or blew you off."
That's crap. He his phone broke, but he took off the listing.
Right?
I don't buy that for 1 millisecond, Landon.
Doesn't have a laptop or computer. Willing to knock $sign off though.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to make me think he blew me off. What if he's a nice guy?
So what'd you do?
I have not messaged back. I've been
okay.
waiting for us to respond. Did we? You think he's full of it? You think he did not break his phone?
I don't buy that. Like just like, yeah, just an overarching like feeling of things. Like sometimes I mess up. Sometimes I like don't respond to people for my business, but I never make up a phony excuse. I just say, I'm sorry that I haven't responded to you. Like Paige Cuco, she's ordering a table from me. And
cool.
like she emailed me and I didn't email her back for like 2 days. which is a long time in my opinion, for my standard. And I just said, I'm really sorry for the late reply. Like I didn't say like, sorry, Patty was throwing up last night.
Got my COVID shot again.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like got my third shot. And it's like, no, like, yes, no, I don't think his phone broke. And he also simultaneously was able to like make it so that you couldn't message him.
Yeah, I actually didn't put those together, but why would that make sense?
It doesn't make sense at all, especially if he's like, well, you're like, okay, maybe his phone broke, so he like got on his laptop and took it off. He took that away. He took that excuse away. There's no way. I don't buy that.
It is. I think this goes back to the theory that he is trying to scam me, but it's his first time and he's not very good at it.
Or maybe like, let's say, I don't know, it was like $450, something like that for these clubs.
Yes.
Let's say somebody else said, hey, those are really nice clubs. Will you do $550? And then he was like, yeah, I'm going to take off this listing and do it with this other guy for $550. Tell you that. And then the other guy like ended up being like, actually, I looked at the clubs. They're not worth $550.
Use it as a bargaining chip.
Yeah. Like,
don't tell me your phone broke.
Yes. Just be honest.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about those things. So
that was a good analysis.
And maybe he was being honest. Maybe he broke his phone, but
how often do people break their phones? Like to break your phone beyond usage. I don't know if I've ever like seen that necessarily. Like anyone in like my circle of close friends, like,
oh, I'm sure it happens, but yeah, it's not a normal relatable thing. Cracked screens all the time,
but can still type. But
you can always like figure out, like you can like look at the bottom of the screen and like try to figure it out and stuff like that.
Landon, we don't buy it.
We don't buy ya.
And to top it off, I already bought new clubs anyway. I already moved on from him.
Let's still have some fun with it though.
We should still message him back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Be like, actually, I want to take off $sign.
You know what? I hear your $2 signs. I'd like to raise you another $sign. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Or just like, let's get some more photos from him. Because if he doesn't have the clubs, I would like to reverse image search, tie-dye him.
Yeah.
And, figure out that way, like really call him out on his bluff.
I think, I'd like to ask for a couple more pictures of the clubs and a couple more pictures of him. If I'm honest, I'd like to see him. I'd like him to look me in the eyes over the phone.
Have we looked at his profile at all?
Not a lot going on.
Okay.
Profile pictures from 2016.
Well, at least it's a long-standing account.
It's a normal Facebook account.
Yeah.
I think he has like less than 300 friends total.
I don't care about that too much. I mean, it would be nice if he had more. Like it would help his credibility, but I don't think 300 friends is that big of a deal. How old is he?
You want me to ask? I can bring that up.
No, just estimate.
Hold up a picture of your birth certificate when you send me.
Does he look like a golfer?
I don't have it pulled up right now, but when I had it pulled up, you couldn't get like a good look at him. Like it was like a picture of like his dog and his arm.
Okay. And that's one of the things, we do this in one of our upcoming videos on Jean Shorts. But it's amazing to me when people have blurry pictures on the internet still. Like, where are you getting the blurry picture filter? Like, it's like, how do you take a blurry picture these days?
Take one.
My dad acts like his phone is an atomic bomb and he's trying to dismantle it when he takes a picture. And he like moves it up and down to like click the button and he can still take a perfectly fine picture. Like, I don't understand how people are struggling this bad.
Sorry, now I'm looking at. Okay, never mind. We have a picture. He looks in 2016. He looks like he was maybe fresh out of college.
Okay. And does he look like a golfer?
Hard to tell. What does a golfer look like to you? White.
Oh,
he's white.
Sure. Clean cut. Okay.
His second most recent profile picture is of a goat.
Just straight up?
Like a stock image of a goat. Not like his goat, but it's like a funny picture of a goat on the internet.
Oh. Well, that's not my stereotype of a golfer, but to each his own. I don't know.
All right, I'll ask him for some pictures.
Yeah, I was asked for some extra pictures and ask how much he's talking. Maybe you can turn a profit on this guy.
Maybe just buy him and sell him for more.
Buy him and sell him. That's called flipping.
Oh.
Yeah, you flip him around and then take another picture of him with the head up.
Take a different picture of the club.
So, yeah.
I ended up buying some golf clubs, though, off of a Facebook ad, which apparently is not what you're supposed to do, according to all my golf friends.
Targeted ads. Dude, I'm getting targeted ads for golf. Are you getting are they just up the wazoo for you?
All I can see now.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook.
Like there's so much about golf that I didn't know they sold.
Yeah.
Range finders and all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know about the range finders.
It's in yards now, not meters.
That's right.
But
yards, not meters.
I got a voicemail. I didn't even see that I had a missed call. It took me a couple of days to see it. I was like, oh, who's this voicemail from this number? And it was from the CEO of the company saying, hey, this is Sully. Just want to say thanks for your purchase, Jake. Like, we really appreciate it.
Okay.
You know, should have your clubs out to you here in a couple days, and I hope you enjoy them. Give me a call back if you need anything, which is a nice touch.
Sure.
A little too small of a company for me.
No,
Like,
it's custom, dude. I think small companies that make custom products are like actually like the backbone of this economy. And so I would check out those locally, or they could ship them to you probably. Sounds like, but maybe too small for a golf club.
Yeah. It's like if there's manufacturing involved, but you're still like, the CEO is calling me. And then the clubs didn't get sent off and what he said over the voicemail. So I sent him an email. I was like, hey, just want to check in. Like, how long does it take for an order to get processed? Emailed me back at 3 minutes. Hey, Jake, thank you so much for your email. I was like, whoa, it's impressive. And I do appreciate it.
Right.
But I feel like this might be a guy in his garage and but he knows his way around some Facebook ads.
Maybe. Yeah. So what sold you on the ad?
50% off on Father's Day. That's pretty good, right? What?
Dang it, dude. That's the worst answer you could have said.
Look, everyone else has already said anything you're going to say. All right, all my golf friends are like, what's the company called? Bomb Tech? Yeah, I got Bomb Tech clubs.
Bomb Tech. Using the Titleist or a Callaway? Neither. Bomb Tech.
Yeah, and I didn't love how much the website was like bomb themed. It was like, place your order today, pull the pin. I was like, I don't think Callaway's doing this.
Yeah.
They have like a driver. It's like, this is the grenade
absolutely.
driver. I'm like, can we just buy some clubs? I don't need it to be themed. Okay, it's not a kid's birthday party.
Right. We call this one Hiroshima because it'll get you anywhere on the course. It's
got a huge radius.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. No, dude. That's amazing. I love 50% off. Those things I don't ever play into those. If you're out there, don't buy into any of those. Because I guarantee you people just hike up the prices. Like,
yeah. Oh no, this is what it used to be.
We'll give you 30% off with code Ghostrunners. It's like, no, you won't. Everyone gets 30% off, or else you're a sucker.
Sucker.
My
clubs are also, it's the only color they come in. They got a little lime green on them.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. You got to sell out for lime green now. Get lime green shoes, lime green brimmed hat. What, do you have lime green shoes?
It's funny you say that.
They have bombs themed shoes.
Just everything is bomb themed.
Yeah.
It's like the bomb in Mario Kart. It's just all like you can decorate your golf cart to be a bomb, your shoes bomb. No, when I bought golf shoes probably 2 weeks ago, I was between two of them. And one of them was like Nike Air Maxes. They look pretty nice. They look like real shoes. They look awesome. And they had some like lime green accents to them. They look, for the most part, pretty cool shoes.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Isaac already has the same exact Nike Air Max like golf shoes. Or he had a different color. But I was like, you know, we're already doing a lot of the same stuff. We got the same pickleball paddle. I can get some different shoes.
Yeah.
And so I didn't go with the lime green ones, which now, like, thank goodness. Like, I show up to the course like, lime green's my favorite, guys.
Yeah, you're that guy.
We playing the ladies' tees today? It's like this 14-year-old is out on the course. We should listen to Sandstorm on the way to the tee box.
Lime green is just the color of inferior brands, in my opinion. Like, name a good company that's lime green.
Seattle Seahawks.
That's a good answer. Those jerseys are sweet.
That's the only one I can think of.
It's like a lime green accent. It's not like, well, they do have a lime green jersey, but the lime green jersey is not that cool.
Yeah, I would rather have the dark blue.
That was a good, quick answer, though. I was impressed by that. No, I just think most of the time, like Ryobi is like a big tool brand.
Oh, that's right.
And it's like, it's fine, but they're like the cheapest ones that Home Depot has to offer, you know?
And I'm sure there's psychology to prove people don't trust lime green as much.
I think so. Or maybe they think, oh, that looks more affordable, so I should get that if I'm a beginner and trying to get a little more serious in something.
If it happens to be Father's Day and you text your golf friends, but it's late at night and all of them are asleep, so you're like, well, it's 50% off now. I guess I'll just pull the pin and get these now.
Yeah, especially if it's explosive, you know, centered, like themed. Like, that's what I want. That's too good, dude. I love the 50%
Bomb
off.
text, dude.
Like, I have to get him today. There's no way I get this deal any other day. Because Father's Day is the best day for deals, dude.
They got me good.
Everyone knows that.
Okay, they got me good.
Okay, well, that's okay. So you want to follow up on, you were following up on the clubs. Do you have anything else you want to follow up on?
It's not a follow-up, but just kind of a fun thing that happened this week. Isaac and I were hanging out with some friends. Oh, we went to Andy's this week too. Yeah, Andy's a couple times this week. And we went, I don't know what we were doing beforehand. Maybe we were getting sporty. I forgot what we'd done, but we went to Andy's.
You don't remember everything about your week? We do. This is our 112th podcast, Jake.
It is not the same.
I know. But I'm gonna bring it up like 5 more times.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Every time you don't remember like a small detail.
Like, dude,
you don't remember everything?
Come on. Check your diary.
You don't remember anything, but you don't remember everything. Yeah.
We go to Andy's. It's Isaac and I, our friend Bree, and our friend Rachel.
Okay.
Rachel is a teacher at Shawnee Mission East.
Okay.
A little younger than me, but obviously, a little older than Isaac. Isaac's young. Isaac is, almost constantly hanging out and keeping up just fine with a much older friend group.
Right.
We're 29 and 30. All of his friends are in their upper 20s for the most part. So you don't think much of it until you get in this situation where we go to Andy's and Isaac sees former classmates and some current students at Shawnee Mission East who are then putting together, oh, Isaac, good to see you, man. Wait, what are you doing, Miss Kirby? Wait, what are you guys? And they kind of like walk in together.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
This is good.
Right.
I immediately just get out of the way. I just dart just to like, let's just see what happens.
Let it simmer.
Yeah. So
let it flow. Oh, that's good.
I don't know what kind of, maybe things are being said about Isaac now in group text behind closed doors.
Dude, Isaac pulls.
Dude, he got Miss Kirby.
Yeah.
Talk about special education.
Special treatment, if you know what I mean. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So
anyway, I'm against relationships with your teachers.
Even after high school?
Nope.
Okay.
After high school, I'm for it.
You're okay dating teachers, just not.
Oh, yeah. Like if you're a teacher, I would be into dating you.
Okay. Hypothetically.
But if Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, I have something to follow up with from last week.
Okay.
So we talked about what women want, and on the ghosties came through as always. Somebody, I forget your name. I'm sorry. Susan, I think is your name actually. Susan messaged me and said, hey, I'm actually just starting. And on episode 44, Jake talks about what women want. And so we found that clip. And yeah, I believe I said last week that it was like 6 or 7 episodes ago. So people like to point out that was, but I think it was kind of a double-edged sword of like, I was wrong about the small thing. I was right about the big thing, but I remembered things about a long time ago on the podcast.
You have said that you're bad with dates. You do it pretty consistently. I don't even call you out for it really, but you're like, yeah, a couple months ago we were doing this. I'm like, Brad, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
No, we were at church.
You're incredibly bad at
We were
it.
at church probably like 2 months ago now, but it feels like it was like last week. We were at church a few months ago and somebody was like, have you guys been here long? I was like, oh, maybe a few months. And Catherine's like, we've been going here since October. And it was like at least, whatever,
over
that
6
was,
months.
February. Yeah. And what was another thing I was going to say? Dang it.
You're just bad
I'm
with
just
time.
bad with dates. Yeah. I went to a sporting game with my friend Logan, who's on sabbatical right now. He's on sabbatical for 12 weeks. So he said he was halfway through. I went to Manhattan, like to see him, like, that right before he started his sabbatical. And I thought that was 2 weeks ago. Like, I felt like I was just in Manhattan. And
So
he's
you're
like,
off by like an entire
I was
month.
like, yeah, you're like 3 weeks in now. He's like, no, like 6. I was like, oh my gosh. Like time just flies for me, dude. It's crazy. Like it's almost the end of June and it feels like the beginning of summer to me.
Hey, you're consistent. You're consistently a little off
Right.
with your time.
So anyway, I wanted to play a game with you.
Okay.
It's called Trivia of Things You've Said About Stories in Your Life
Ooh.
from a long time ago in the podcast. That's what it's called. So
This is fun.
I have 5 questions. Play along at home if you want to. In the episodes range from episode 39 up to episode 66. So I wanted to make sure we get at least half whatever episode we're on now. No, that was just a coincidence. So
Does it matter which order I go in?
well, no, those are the answers. So don't play those yet.
Oh.
That's the audio of the answer. So I'm going to ask you the question. I didn't write down the question exactly, so I'm probably going to botch some of these wordings. But in episode 39, Jake, here's the first question. Episode 39, you mentioned that you are not usually a bad person, but that you enjoyed being kind of a bad person in this instance. You were at, well, I don't know how specific I want the answer to be. Yeah, sure. You were at oil change and this guy had a hard time saying something. Do you remember what he had a hard time saying?
Oh, and I just let him
And
go.
you're like, I'm okay just letting this guy talk.
Yeah, I'm just going to let him just
He couldn't remember how to say a word, basically.
Dang, that's good. I do not remember at all.
Okay, play along at home if you remember. Answer out loud now. Okay, here's the answer.
It was episode 39?
39, yeah.
I got to really zoom in here. These thumbnails.
Okay.
This was, I'm rolling my window down. They're doing some checks. Like, all right, turn on your.
Okay.
This
Oh.
was, I'm rolling
Sorry.
my window down. They're doing some checks. Like,
Screenshot.
all right, turn on start the car for us. Turn on the headlights. Okay, now your brights. Okay, now go ahead and click
You remember this now?
click down. Make the light go. Put down on your driver's side. I mean, seriously, like struggling this bad. And he's like, turn on your blinker. I'm like, oh, okay. That was it the whole time. Struggled for like maybe 9 seconds, long enough to ride a bull.
There you go.
Long enough to ride a
Right.
bull.
That's a good line.
That's a good line.
There was a point in there, like for like a half second where you're like, blip, blip. Like it sounded like you were like trying to do some trap music or something.
Or it sounds like the beginning of that.
Coming in hot. Yeah.
Bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop. Coming in hot.
Okay, so you're 0 for 1 right now.
That was good. Brad, I'm honored. This is a little love language here. You took the time to make a quiz about myself.
It took longer than I expected, honestly. I just kept pressing the 15 seconds forward and backwards, like trying to find something.
Like, hear me tell a story.
Because a lot of times we're just rambling about stuff that's not like factual, you know? So I wanted to get some factual things. Okay. So this one's going to be from episode 38. We'll just go in chronological order here. So find that one.
Got it.
So you told a story about yourself going to you participated in an indoor soccer game.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned 4 different people at the indoor soccer game.
Ooh.
I want you to name 3 of the people that were there.
Okay.
At least.
Can I throw some out that maybe weren't there? Some options. Okay, Garrett Gibson was there.
Correct. Shia LaBeouf is what you called him.
Shia LaBeouf.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Gibson was there. Johnny Lambert was there.
Cup to cup. Yep.
Cup to cup. Was Underhanded Scoop Carson there?
Underhanded Scoop Carson was not mentioned. No.
Dang it. Okay, he may not have been there.
We'll give you 3 strikes.
Okay. I think Davis Finley's brother, Timothy Finley, was there. Did I mention him?
Finley was not mentioned.
Dang, he was there though, Timmy. You know you were there.
All right.
Who else? Was
pitch.
Nolan there?
Nolan. Okay, let's listen to the clip. Let's listen to the clip.
Okay. I saw Nolan at Pickleball last week.
A guy named Nolan. Who's
Wait. Sorry. I tried to
Gibson.
edit these. Whatever. You play it. I went back. I like screen recorded these. So
Wait, what?
just play it.
Just play it? Okay.
podcast.
Sure.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Johnny from Mexico, who I sent to the moon when I went over the
Cup to
speed
cup.
bump on the highway.
Yeah.
A guy named Nolan, who was a part of our Ellen We Bought a Limo episode when we came through Kansas City and we made Limo Love and made a dating reality show.
Yeah.
He was on there. Hadn't seen him since.
Yeah.
He was at the
Do
soccer
you remember the
game.
fourth one?
The who's who of Rec League,
No.
Kansas City Indoor
Is there a
Soccer.
fourth?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we have, the guy from, do you remember the team that we lost in basketball?
Oh,
the team we lost to in the
that
championship. It was
guy.
a set of 3 brothers, and their dad came and watched them play.
Oh yeah.
One of the brothers was on my team.
On your team.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Tall
biggest one who was not as good.
Biggest one.
Who I think you got in the most beef with. Sorry, Poultry.
That's pretty common for me.
Trying to listen to
The
this whole
oldest
thing?
one. Nah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biggest one.
Okay.
Do you remember when those guys' dads came to the championship game and we were like, that is so lame. Who would ever have anybody come watch them in
Did
basketball?
their parents just pull up lawn chairs to a basketball game?
Wow, what a weirdo.
You got to go all or nothing.
Yeah.
You can't go just the parents.
Right. Okay, so 1 for 2.
1 for
so
2.
far. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to trim, so what I did was I screen captured these and I tried to trim them down and they're not, I don't know what happened. I tried to save video, not as a new clip, just save video, and it's being
Ooh,
weird.
I always go save his new clip.
Do you?
Seems to work better.
I have storage issues. You know?
Look, it's adequate.
I store it here and in my thighs, I'm just kidding. Okay. So that was episode 38. So next we have episode 41. So in this episode, I'm going to try to keep this somewhat vague because I think if I ask too specific of a question, it'll be too easy. In this episode, you talked about how you were initially supposed to be hired for something that then they backed out of.
Okay.
And how, I don't know if you were necessarily frustrated, but how you didn't understand trading I think the words were a digital thing that would last your entire life for something that lasts 48 hours.
I got it.
What is it?
They were like, hey, we're going to allocate our budget instead of wedding videography. We're going to have more flowers.
Okay, let's listen to the clip.
Weeks later, I was like, hey, I've actually decided, I was kind of on the fence. I think I'm going to go with the higher flower package with my florist, and something has to get cut, so we're going to cut videography.
Dude, it's real. It's a real thing for sure.
And so it wasn't that I was like offended necessarily, because, it's like, whatever. I got plenty of work. I don't need wedding videos to sustain my, financial things. But it was like, whoa, that's just crazy to me to think that like you traded something that you can have for the rest of your life, this digital time capsule of the greatest day of your life.
Yeah.
And you traded that for something that will last 48 hours.
Right.
That was what was so crazy. It's like, well, what an interesting decision to make.
There you go.
All right, 2 for 3.
2 for 3 on knowing your own stories.
Pretty smart.
Okay, so next we have episode 48. Someone sent in a voice memo. Sorry, I don't remember who you are. It's a long time ago. But
Call her.
We'll call her Jane.
She's going to Dan.
Jane. Hey, Jane. Thanks for calling us. Thanks for calling us in and leaving us voice memos. So she left a voice memos asking if you had a bucket list for quarantine, and you answered. At first, you answered no, and then you said, "Actually, no. I do have one thing I'm trying to do, and it is to go on 3 of these."
My first thought was going to be, I sometimes get annoyed at the word bucket list because bucket
You
means...
did in the clip as well.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say that
Before
annoys
I
me.
die in quarantine is what you said?
Yeah. Bucket list means before you kick the bucket.
Right.
Like people are always like, comment down below. What should my bucket list for the summer be?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, whoa, be a little more optimistic. You look healthy.
You'll be fine.
You're fine.
Heat exhaustion probably should not be on the list. But
I mean, yeah, stay out of Phoenix, but you'll be
Right.
fine. Okay. I said I wanted to do 3 of these during quarantine. Ooh, walks.
let's play the
Did
clip.
I say walk? I finally answer walks.
Oh, I guess the short answer is no. I've not made this. Actually, nope. I did today. I told myself this week I'm going to go on 3 walks by
No!
myself
Okay.
because I haven't been.
That one I didn't know. That was a guess.
Yeah?
That felt good.
Yeah.
I don't think I accomplished it. I think I went on 2.
Hey, walking's hard, dude.
Walking's hard.
What do you think about that as a stand-up bit? Like the one thing I'm trying to do to lose weight is walk. Is that
and
is
it's
that
still
kind of
hard for you?
And it's like I think that's sufficient enough. Like it's like the most simple thing that we like have to do utilitarianly anyway.
And you've like convinced yourself that it's like a good workout for you or
Like
whatever.
that's gonna really like change, like raise the bar. You know?
It's gonna move the needle for me a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
gonna push the needle.
Yeah, that could be funny if you compare it to like, I don't know. You got to stay away from like, I feel like the classic joke is like, yeah, I work out. I run from my fridge to my couch.
Sure,
you know,
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want to do that, but
Yeah.
it's got some potential.
I think so. It's just funny, like oh, I'll walk and then I'll just shed the pounds. Like
It'll be any second
You
now.
know?
I'm gonna wake up so skinny. String bean.
I'm still gonna eat the same, but I'm gonna go walking a lot. Okay, so 3 for 4. You've officially won the game so far. Okay, last but not least, I think this one's gonna be easy enough for you. But episode 66, you talked about when you played in the Branson Pickleball tournament with Isaac, and there was a special guest there. What was significant about the special guest?
His name was Tyson, and he was on Survivor.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, let's play the clip. It's there.
I did not know there's a special guest.
Stratford's own.
Oh yeah, Steven
Triplett.
Jake Triplett are here.
Yeah.
No, but we get we went first. We go over to like get our medals and like let's take your picture in front of the banner. So they get first, second, third, and then they're like, and one with Tyson. I'm like, Tyson.
It's a Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah, like he looks healthy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tyson comes in between Isaac and I, just stands there. We take a picture with him. He's like, all right, thanks, guys. Tyson apparently won Survivor, and he's the big special guest.
There you go.
Yeah.
I saw this.
That wasn't funny. All right, you guys got to get a picture with Tyson. Who?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah.
sure, why do you think we're here? Okay, point me in Tyson's direction though.
Yeah,
just in case I forgot.
Just in case. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the game. That's called Does Jake Remember Things About His Own Life?
About himself. I got off to a rough start there. I was a little nervous. They're going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah. I'm going to try to stump you one of these days.
Stump the Schwab. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was
that.
tough.
Yeah.
Tough stuff. Okay, I think should we go on some voice memos?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I got 2 quick ones.
Oh yeah, I have a quick one too, actually, before we
Okay.
get into them.
There's no follow-up to this. It's just a cool thing I saw today. I saw a dude on a motorcycle with a sidecar next to him. Dude was a normal looking guy, probably in his 40s. Sidecar was a grandma, and it was awesome. It was the coolest looking thing I'd seen in a long time. And
Just
she
seeing
looked
them
like she
together.
was having the time of her life in the sidecar.
That is fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Good for them.
So that's one.
Okay, something I saw. Fun little
I
update.
have 3.
This will be our last episode ever shot on a cell phone. We're
Hey.
finally going to buy a camera. I already bought the camera.
Yeah.
And it's going to be here next week, which is very exciting. But in my research on Amazon, I was reading a lot of reviews. I'm trying to figure out which camcorder to buy. And there was one that was like, I didn't even go that deep. Like, this is one of the top 3 reviews. This is amazing. So I don't want to read the full review. I'm just going to give you like some of my favorite sentences from this review.
Okay.
The title of the review for this camera says, "There is no night shot button. Not good for ghost hunting." I was like, now you got my attention.
Yeah.
Now I got to read more. So
Is that's the title?
that was the title.
Okay.
Not good for ghost hunting. I was like, okay, we're looking for different things, but in a similar way, I think we're looking for the same thing. So the first sentence says, "I purchased this handycam camcorder with the intent to use it on paranormal investigations." And then they go on
This
to say,
guy's
like,
from Vermont.
patreon.com/Ghostrunners
Yeah.
knows. And he goes on to say, but I had all these troubles. The low light performance is so bad. The lens cap doesn't stay on very well. The SD card slots, and whatever. He's complaining about a lot of camera stuff. And then he ends it. You think he's done with the ghost stuff. And he says, so all that to say, that's why I'm leaving a 1-star review. This is a step backwards for the ghost hunting community. Final
Like,
sentence.
we really thought we were progressing here, but I guess not.
This is a nail in the coffin for a spirit that may or may not still be in the coffin. We don't know because your camera sucks.
Yeah, the nails are useless. These things can penetrate nails in coffins. Oh, I actually, when I studied abroad in Spain, and I visited Edinburgh, Scotland. And one night I was just walking throughout the town. I went on like a 2-week trip, and like for 8 of the days I was by myself. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
And there was but I have visited people in the city, whatever. But I was walking by myself at night one time, and there was this ghost tour like going on. And like these people were walking around, and I just like went and joined them.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like they went to like all these places that were supposedly haunted, because Edinburgh is super old. It's Europe, so everything's.
Is that where Ed Sheeran's from?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
there's probably no way.
I have no idea. Yeah,
just every like
he
European,
looks like a ghost.
Is that he looks dead sometimes.
Yeah. Honestly, he looked like he'd definitely be from Scotland or whatever. But anyway, there's not a huge story to that. But it was like a ghost tour, but then they also had people like pop out at you and try to scare you throughout the ghost tour.
It's like a corn maze, but like let us know if you see something that's not supposed to be there.
It was like supposed to be kind of like lighthearted, funny, scary. It was this weird thing, but I enjoyed just hanging out in the back.
Wait, that reminds me. Who was I talking to? I think it was Luke Hoagland. He was like, "You guys ever heard of an escape house?" And we were like, an escape room. He's like, "Yeah, but imagine the whole house." And we were like, "Okay." And now I can't remember if it was like a thing he had dreamt up or if it was like something he saw. I don't think I ever planned on talking about it again, so I didn't really like memorize it. But
I just like the idea of like taking it like one thing and like just making it a little bit bigger and just making it like, yeah.
And saying it like it's
right?
like something like it's a TED Talk.
You guys thought about bubble soccer? Imagine whatever. Bubble arena soccer. I don't know. That was not good, but you can get the joke. There's other jokes to be made besides that one. But okay.
There's base jumping. What about bridge jumping?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's bungee jumping. What about double bungee jumping?
We make it twice
Whoa!
the length.
You go even farther down there. So
anyway, the Sony AX43 is not good for ghost hunting.
It's a huge step backwards. I love it.
It was fun to discover. Usually you see those things online, like someone will like tweet out, like, look at this hilarious review. That was my first time stumbling upon something like that myself.
Right.
I was like, this is awesome.
Because you weren't expecting it. That's the thing. You didn't get the credentials of like, this is a hilarious review. This guy's been on Comedy Central. It's just like,
yes,
I had no idea. Here we are.
And he deserves to be on Comedy Central.
He does.
This guy's hilarious.
That guy's funny.
On the commercials.
Oh man, that's awesome.
You had one less nugget?
I got 2. One of them was kind of short or small, but got recognized at Smoothie King today. Not recognized. I got.
Oh,
the guy goes, perfect timing, Brad. He like knew who I was when I walked in.
Ooh.
I take it. I'll take it.
Oh, so he didn't know you from Ghostrunners.
No.
He was
It
a
wasn't
Smoothie King.
Yeah. I was the Smoothie King though. Like if you get recognized at Smoothie King, you are the Smoothie King. So that's small.
Real quick, that reminds me, I was going to say something earlier, and then I think we just got talking about my jump shot or Juju Smith-Schuster or something. Mm-hmm. The TikTokers that were there also, they afterwards, I don't know if you even caught this, but we're talking to them, and I'm kind of joking around. I was like, you guys were awesome. Like, hey, we play at 8:30 next week. I want to see you guys. All right. And like, we're laughing, we're talking, whatever. Uh-huh. And then this one girl's talking. She's like, all right, hey, we might show up. Wait, like interrupts herself. She's like, wait, what's your name? Looking at me. So I'm like, oh, here we go. Oh, classic. Can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere. And I'm like, I'm Jake. What's your name? She goes, we were given fake names for you guys. I thought yours was Landon.
No, Landon's the guy that I buy golf clubs from, actually. So, yeah.
So that was pretty humbling. Yeah, I mean, I really was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Gen Z, they see me on TikTok.
I get it. Yeah, I'm the guy on TikTok that,
Like my phone's already up to take a picture. Right. Oh, and then like slowly put it back down in my pocket. Okay.
I listened to Correct Opinions yesterday with Trey talking about like, hey, can you take a picture? And he was like, yeah, of course, being nice to him, thinking like they wanted a picture with him. And they're like, they were just posing and they just wanted Trey to take it. I love that.
That's the number one thing you got to do if you ever meet a celebrity.
Absolutely.
Ask John Mayer to take a picture of you.
And then have somebody else in the background taking a picture of that person.
Ooh, yeah.
Because then you can prove like, hey, I
did this.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
So,
all right, third thing.
Third thing was the new Surfaces album came out today. And it reminded me. So I listened to the first couple songs and I was like, just okay. Like I'm like, they might be my favorite band right now. Like in the world. Like I listen to them almost exclusively. Like if I listen to music, it's almost always Surfaces or Forrest, the guy that's like the lead singer of Surfaces. So really excited about this album. And the first couple songs were like kind of underwhelming to me. And it reminded me of, do you remember back in the day when you bought CDs and A, you invested, $12, $13 in a CD. B, like you just felt like you wanted to like it because it was like your band that you were buying it for. But do you remember like that anxiety of like, I don't really like this CD.
Yeah, I hope
but
there's
I
a good song
paid
in
a
here.
lot of money for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And like, you had heard like one single and you're like, that was really good. So I'm going to buy the whole CD. And then all of a sudden
You
like,
get to track 5 and you're like, none of these are good yet.
I'm not enjoying this, but I feel like I need to try to enjoy it or else I just wasted all my money.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to feel that way anymore. You can be like, that CD's not good. Next, I'll go back to the old one.
Yeah, it's
I
interesting.
didn't pay any money for this new services CD, It's not even a CD, it's an album,
Music has come a long way. That's a good point.
right?
I haven't really thought about how we used to listen to music much.
Yeah, because like back in the day, like Postal Service, Scott talked about that on their bonus episode on patreon.com/Ghostrunners, that he hated the Postal Service when we listened to it growing up. And I did not like it when I first bought the CD as well. But I kept listening to it because I'm like, I have to. I spent all this money on it. Because I had a choice. Like I had like $15. And I was like, I could either buy the new Death Cab CD or the new Postal Service CD. Went with Postal Service because it was a little bit different. And then it was like, dang, this is not good. I don't like
This
this.
is not it.
But then eventually I got into it. So
Okay.
maybe that's like a microcosm of society. Like we're not giving things enough of a chance anymore because we have so many options. We're not investing as much in things.
Mm.
What do you think? TED
I
Talk?
think that is astute, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, but the new service, I have listened to it a few more times. It's fire.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's so fun. They're
Yeah.
so fun. If you ever just need like uplifting, positive, warm music, that's Services is perfect.
Yeah, the music isn't really about anything. It's just about like, I'm having a good day.
Exactly.
I'm at the beach.
There's not any.
Now I'm in the shade.
And that's perfect for me. I'm not a big deep meaning guy anyway, so I don't listen to the
You
music.
don't even know.
Yeah, I don't like. I would probably be able to recognize if they're saying really mean things, but they're not. So I'm like, this is a fun song.
Like for all you know, they're just like singing about Nazi propaganda.
Yeah.
Like it's just like warm. It's just good vibe. Like it's kind of like pop calypso. It's kind of this new style.
Oh yeah. In the Air Tonight was just like this great song to me for the longest time, and then I learned about like what it was about. I was like, oh, this is kind of heavy.
Yeah, you would like 9 Inch Nails.
Right.
Their stuff is just like Finger 11, dude.
Oh, dude, 1,000-foot crutch. Remember,
Put up your rock fist.
you feeling it when I drop this? Boom, boom. You got to feel me.
We used to listen to that and be like, this is so good.
Yeah.
This fires me up for JV football.
I'm so glad I bought this whole CD.
We were like, this is so good.
Right. And I can listen to it at church and with my friends on the
Because
weekend.
apparently it's Christian. And I can listen to Under Oath too, and that's
Absolutely,
fine. I'm going to
yeah.
convince myself I like this, even though it is maybe some of the worst music I've ever
Crap,
heard.
dude. I'm sorry. Cool Guy Sammy loves Screamo, and that's like the one thing I cannot connect with anybody about. Like when they're like, I like really hardcore metal rock, Screamo. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, you want to talk sports?
What do you think about the Celtics this year, huh? They're finally gonna get over the hump.
Kimmel
So-
Walker, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my last thing. It's
Okay.
just the CD.
That's great.
So
Astute observation, Kevin.
Thank
We got, I know I've been saying this a lot, but they keep being true. We got so many voice memos and a lot of good ones. We're going to try to knock out a bunch, and let's do it quickly. Brad, you feeling quickly?
Yep.
We're like an hour. Yeah, we got this. Here we go.
all right.
What's up, Brad and Jake? This is Kenyon, longtime listener of the pod since like day one, so I'm a bit ashamed this is the first time I'm leaving a voice memo. I've been doing some thinking about brushing teeth, and I don't buy it.
Mm.
You're telling me that all these animals can get by just fine without a good old-fashioned
Yes.
toothbrushing,
Yes.
and I gotta take 2
No.
minutes out of my day,
Yeah.
twice a day, every day?
No.
So anyways, I'm going to dental school in Kansas City to figure out the truth. I'll be moving up there at the start of July, and I've got 2 questions for you guys. Number 1, what should I name my future dental practice? You guys are the best namers in the business, so
Oh,
I have
is-
the ultimate faith in you.
Easy. His name's
And
Kenyon.
number 2, I'm deep in the pickle game thanks to you guys, and need a crew to play with in KC. So are there any openings in your ghosty pickle crew? Anyways, love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you too, man.
Kenyon, that was a solid voice memo. Funny, edgy, good question. That's exciting. Kenyon's moving to KC.
Kenyon.
Also, I mean, first thing comes to mind, easy. Grand Kenyon.
Oh, really?
Grand Kenyon dental practice.
That's better than mine. Mine was going to be a pediatric dental practice, and it was going to be called Kenyon's Minions. And it was going to be Despicable Me themed.
Okay.
I think kids would go just, gangbusters for that.
Kids would ask for it.
Yeah. Come on. Can we please
Kenyon's
go to the
Minions?
Kenyon's Minions?
I mean, it's good to have a theme if it's a kid's product, like Bomb Tech.
I mean, the best dental practices. Yeah. The best dental practices are always like very well named, you know?
They have
it's never just like their last name, dentistry.
No, that's what draws you in is they have, fun signs and a marquee board and a punny name.
Like if my dentist is not that qualified, but he's fun, please, I'd be
Sign
there in
me
a
up.
heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd pay extra for that guy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kenyon, I have thought this before too. How are dogs' mouths cleaner than ours? I've seen what dogs eat. I've seen what they lick. I've seen what they sniff. Not that that's a part of your mouth, but
I want
still.
to know what it means to be cleaner. Like
Germs per square inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I want to know too. Yeah. That is crazy.
But yeah, I think it's, well, here's what I've seen before too. And I've, read half an article to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there's not that big of a difference. Let me know, Kenyon, in 3 years, if this is right or not. Not that big of a difference in brushing your teeth with water versus brushing your teeth with toothpaste.
Okay.
Like it's important to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
But the main thing is just to like get it moving, get some water moving, get some
stuff out of there.
Get stuff out of in between your teeth.
Okay. That's fair. I also had the thought, and I truly don't believe this bullcrap of like, don't brush your teeth. But you know how like if you don't wash your hair, for instance,
Or you don't wear deodorant.
if you don't wear deodorant, you won't sweat as much. Like I wonder if it's the same principle. Like if you don't brush your teeth, you won't build up as much plaque.
That guy.
Probably not. I think
Probably
it's-
not
I think
with
it's
that.
malarkey. But
That seems like it's just going to add on and on. But I also read something recently as well. I guess I've just had a lot of oral care, come across my screen.
late
But
at night, you're Googling things and all of a sudden you're reading about dentistry stuff.
I need to go pull up just my recent Google search. Well, actually, I could pull up here probably. But another thing I read was most dentists would agree there's no difference in toothpaste. As long as they have fluoride, like it's kind of all the same.
See, fluoride's even a thing now. Like Catherine's
What?
like anti-fluoride.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just listen to whatever she says because she's my wife.
She's my wife. I don't ask.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anderson's probably listening and being like, dude, have some fluoride in there. But
the last 3 Google searches, it won't show me that many. This is annoying. I don't want to go through all my history or even try to find it. But Kevin Hart cheating pregnant wife. J.K. Rowling.
yeah, that's a natural progression there.
Ellen DeGeneres shrugging.
Shrugging. Yeah.
And I needed that.
Mm-hmm. Did you find it?
Actually, yeah. Sometimes yours it's shocking.
Pretty easily. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Cool. Well, Kenyon, welcome to Kansas City. We're a golf podcast now. We're not playing pickleball very much anymore. No, that's not true.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes.
I'd love to play pickleball.
Dude, yeah. I'd love to meet you. Yeah, let's definitely play pickleball,
Let's hang
especially
out.
if you're as deep in the game as you say you are.
Yeah.
I found more Google searches real quick. Student loan forgiveness. That was for the video, not for me. Life jacket on land. Democrat logo.
Mm-hmm. Logo. Like the NBA.
Yeah. Quesarito.
Oh, yeah.
Vaccine fear. How are those related?
Don't you love like the algorithm right now is like it's
What's
like
this guy want?
it's like running this way. It's like, okay, we get it, and then it's like vaccine fear. Oh yeah. And it's like quesarita. It's like, oh my gosh.
Wait, hold on.
Where am I supposed to go now? Your targeted ads are going to be so like struggling.
It's like, let's just go back to golf.
Yeah.
Dixie flag house.
Oh my gosh. Vaccine fear and Dixie Flag House. I don't think those are related at all.
Ordering one shot.
Okay.
Logic's parents' ethnicity. So you have 30 of those an hour. You're going to get sidetracked at some
Eventually,
point.
yeah.
Just one after another. All right, we'll end it there.
Well,
or not end it, but get on to the next
love
one.
you guys. Oh,
Love you. See you for the next voicemail.
Hi, Jake and Brad. My name is Brooke, and I'm a wedding planner in upstate New York. Not to be confused with New York City. Definitely 2 very different places.
We know what
Albany.
upstate New York is, Brooke.
I'm a new ghostie, and
Kinda.
I've loved going on long walks and listening to your podcast. After hearing that, Brad, you have taken up long walks as well, I was curious what podcasts you listen to if you do listen to podcasts while you're walking.
Mm.
Or do you listen to your own podcast the way that I sometimes weirdly do with the podcast I have with my sister? But this is not a plug. That's not why I'm here.
oh,
Notice how
away.
I asked Brad
Way
a
to go low,
question
Bram.
and not Jake. This is called evening it out.
I'll do it.
I used to listen to Do Less, God Bless, but since that stopped, I had to find more hilarious Jake content and happily found Brad along the way.
Hello.
Anyways, thanks for the solid content, you guys. Jake, I saw you and Trey are coming to Buffalo in the fall, so I'll see you there.
All right. See you there. Lower Manhattan. That's where she lives.
Upstate New York.
New York City, baby. The
Mhm.
Big Apple.
Yeah, Brooklyn's upstate, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn. It's a little north of Manhattan.
It's
yeah.
up the state.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, Brad. So what do you do on your walks? What do you listen to? What kind of pods are you doing?
Listen, honestly, I did listen to myself on Monday. I always listen to the new podcast every Monday morning with Jake and Brad, and so
Our last two have been good podcasts to listen to.
they're fun. I enjoy listening to them. It's kind of like watching film, but you listen to film, and this week I did listen to Nate Bargatze's podcast, Nate Land.
Yeah.
With John Chris was on it, and so I thought that would be kind of interesting to listen.
Yeah, we both did.
Listen to his stuff. Yeah, that was funny. Like I got in the car the other day.
Like, wait, my phone syncs
I was
with
like,
your
how
car.
did my phone get synced here? Because we were like almost like within 15 minutes of each other, like where we were on the podcast and everything. So, but yeah, most of the time I'm not a big podcast guy. I do like Correct Opinions with Trey Kennedy featuring Jake Triplett.
I like that you've been listening to that.
Yeah,
I think the episodes have been good recently, so it's not like I don't think you're.
I'll be honest, I didn't listen before Jake Triplett was featured on there.
That's okay. I didn't.
But I watched all the videos that Jake Triplett wrote and edited.
Thank you.
So, yeah, there's not too many more answers than that. I like Pardon My Take, which is pretty inappropriate sports podcast. But I do it for the articles. So, I do it for the interviews. Honestly, I really do. I like their interviews. So anyway, that's about it though. I don't have too many deep tracks. I used to listen to Dave Ramsey a lot. Don't do it anymore because I'm just super rich, so I don't need to worry about it. Thank you, Patreon. No, that's about it.
Brooke, thank you for listening to the pod and excited to see you in Buffalo. I don't know how upstate you are or where you're at exactly. Maybe Buffalo's already close, but I think we're coming to Albany at some point too. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, Buffalo and Albany are on the other sides of the states.
Are you looking at a map right now?
Because I said Albany because I was like, maybe that's upstate. It's kind of in the middle, which
Is
I don't
it?
know. Is everything that's not New York City upstate
It
New
is
York?
upstate. Yeah.
Let us know.
I've been getting kind of uncomfortable. I don't know if you noticed, like with the hat and headphones, and it made me think I would like, this is going to be a pretty visual part of the podcast, but whatever. It wouldn't hurt you guys to come over to youtube.com. I don't know how to wear a hat backwards.
Oh, really?
And I mean this genuinely.
Okay.
So I would like some help.
Okay.
So.
That's perfect. What do you mean?
Really?
Are you worried about the hair?
Yeah, I feel like this is weird. Like,
Yeah, it's fair.
in 5 minutes.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
You don't think so?
No. Why would it? unless you're picking at it. Like mine kind of comes out every once in a while because mine's shorter than yours.
Yeah.
Like, but no, yours is fine. And yours is already like swooped up.
And that's good.
Yeah, I don't think you should try to intentionally have it out.
What about that?
That I'm trying to think of what that looks like. That looks like a rock bed in the garden, and then you got some weeds sticking out of it.
Okay. Where we go higher up? Some down here, some up here.
Yeah, that just looks like you really have some weed problems.
Okay.
And not in the rock bed kind of way.
Okay.
420 style. I like
Is
that.
it too low?
That's very Trevor Lawrence, or not Trevor Lawrence. What's the guy's name? The guy that does this all the time on YouTube and stuff. Is his name Trevor something?
Trevor Wallace.
Yeah. Looks like Trevor Wallace, dude.
You think I can pull this off? Is this like the right height?
Like if I were you right there, I would probably go to Taco Bell and order for you and your girlfriend, like in some sweatpants. Like you look like that kind of guy.
You're saying this
Yeah, I think it's nice.
is good?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I don't see you with a backwards hat very often.
Let's
but
try it.
I think you can pull it off.
All right.
Yeah.
Backwards hat boy, the rest of the episode.
And I give you full permission to let me know if I'm ever like poofing.
If you're
Because I
slipping.
know I do. Like my hair, I cut it so short last time. And so like, it's just tough to go backwards.
It's just tough. It's tough.
Anyway.
What's up, Jake and Brad?
Hey.
It's your boy Sam in Dallas, Texas.
Your boy.
Hey,
Hey.
last time we talked, I asked you guys for advice on how to make a wedding about myself as
Oh yeah.
the officiant. And you told me that I should, wear a referee's jersey to it. And so I did it to the rehearsal dinner because I'm not a savage. I'm sorry. But another friend has asked me to DJ a wedding. And unlike Jake, I'm not past that at this point in my life. So I said yes. So I just would love some tips for that. That would be awesome. How to make that about myself as well. And then lastly, I have this recently trending that is every time I am interested in a girl, she decides she's going to move across the world to be a missionary. Got any tips for that? That's great. Love it. Okay, bye.
That's called missionary dating,
Bye
right?
again.
Yeah. Bye again.
Like, oh, yeah.
Seriously, bye.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's what missionary dating is. They
That's
say
what
not
it
to
is.
do missionary
Don't do
dating.
missionary dating.
Yeah. Don't date a girl who wants to be a missionary. You should leave.
Mm-mm.
Great question. Sorry that you're having to ask that question. Seems like it is a trend.
Yeah, that is a bummer. But you're finding the right girl. I think any girl that's a missionary is probably a pretty solid girl. So you're finding the right ones.
So it's like
You're just not as good as Jesus to them. And
Yeah.
that's okay too. That's what it should be.
That's fine. Like your rubric. Whoa.
Yeah.
Your rubric is good.
Yeah. Your book is incredible.
Like the qualifications you're asking for, you're getting the right candidates for the job interview.
Yeah.
They're going with someone else right now.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
think
the
so.
Lord, which is hard to compete with.
I wouldn't try.
What does Sam have that the Lord doesn't?
Sin.
Yeah.
Sin in his heart. Have a wretched spirit.
So Sam, I guess if there's one thing to take away, it's just, stop.
Stop doing it. Stop doing whatever you're doing right
You
now.
know what it is. All right. Stop.
Repent. Turn away.
180. Okay, Sam?
Who's Stephen Furtick anyway?
Stop it, Sam. Tips on being a DJ and making it about yourself.
I'll tell you one way is to accidentally say the bride's maiden name whenever you're introducing them and they walk up the stairs.
You mean like during like kind of like an unimportant part of the
probably
wedding, or
like introducing them for the first time as bride and groom. Chad and Jackie Burton.
who would do that?
I don't know. Some guy that's not very well versed in like being up in front of people and talking and stuff like that.
It was 2016, maybe 2015. I don't know when it was, but I didn't really know Chad. We call him Juice Man Chad.
Yeah,
I don't even know his last name. I knew
He helped
Jackie
out with the
Burton.
chickens. Yeah.
I knew Jackie Burton, and I said Chad and Jackie. Obviously, what's going to come next is Burton.
Yeah.
We've probably talked about it before in the
I don't know
podcast,
if we have, but that was a great memory.
for the first time as a couple, give it up for Chad and Jackie Burton. Oh crap, that's Houston. You guys know. All right.
No, I don't think you even remembered like that I don't think you recognized that you messed it up.
I remember saying something. Maybe I didn't recognize. Or
Oh, you did?
maybe I didn't remember Houston in the moment. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the wrong name.
Oh,
You
you
get
did?
it though.
Okay.
I think I said something. Then I was like, all right, shut up. Don't make this about you.
All I remember from that wedding is that, and they had wooden forks, and they were just miserable to eat with.
Really?
Yeah, you don't realize how much you value like a smooth exit from your mouth until you have splinters coming out. Not really, they weren't splintered, but it was just like, yeah, it was hard to like have a nice glide out, slip and slide.
I remember Zach Warahan wearing some khaki pants that were like a little too snug in the bum.
Oh, really?
And he was throwing that thing around on the dance floor.
I don't even remember Zach being there.
You were in the bathroom with splinters in your lips.
That's what it was. I was trying to get those bad boys out
yeah.
the whole night. Also, he said the word savage. I think that's one of those words that I think is too young for me. I don't think I can pull off savage.
I think it's pretty much ran its course anyway. It's like
I think so
it's
too.
like fleek
it's
or it's
epic or whatever. Like I never liked when people said epic. Like yeah, fleek, lit, whatever, all those things. But even saying all those words out loud right now make me feel
Felt
uncomfortable.
good.
Yeah, like cap, like Oz cap. But
dude, any like white dude 30 and older, stop saying cap.
well, yeah. Why'd you ever start?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like just stop it in general. Turn away, repent.
See, savage is biracial. I think savage is fine for any race, but cap's never been a white guy thing. We've never had that one.
Not really, but especially 30 and older. I feel like I know people. I know people making like Instagram stories.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And they just say cap or that's cap,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Turn your cap the front way and yeah, stop being a loser.
Get a real job.
Anyway.
Sam,
Thanks, Sam.
thank you for the voice memo. Good luck with the ladies. Hope it gets better.
What's up, Jake and Brad? Hannah Joy here, calling in from Oak Ridge, North Carolina. First off, just want to say thanks for creating a podcast that is just super fun and funny to listen to. I was at work the other day, and I was kind of having a rough day because I had a guy cancel a date that we had planned out, and I was really bummed. But I basically listened to the
Missionary.
pod the whole entire shift, and I just felt in a better mood, and I was just laughing at all of your stories and things, so thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I started listening maybe around the 90th episode, so my question is for you. What episode should I go back and definitely listen to off the top of your head? Or just give me a random number and I will go back and check it out. Thanks for all the fun stories and just the pure honesty in this podcast. Y'all are great. All right, have a great week. Bye.
Pure honesty. Don't say your phone broke. Pure honesty.
Pure honesty.
Just say,
give it to you straight.
we forgot to record this week. No, I'm just kidding.
Hannah, I appreciate the story on the front end. Her name here says Hannah Joy Thompson. We have Hannah some joy. I wonder if that was her middle name before she listened to our podcast.
Or if it was just like Hannah, just kind of sad.
Hannah Content Thompson.
Mhm.
And then she changed it. That's probably the case.
Probably.
One of my favorite episodes pre-90 is episode 56. I don't know,
Whoa.
Brad
Do you know off
loved
the top of your head?
Karen in the Airport, which I think was 62.
56 was Identical Twin Reality Show.
Yeah, that was the Apples to Oranges episode. There was a
Oh,
bunch of good
okay.
stuff in that one. And yeah, I think 62 was a good one. And then right around there was a good stretch. Like 10 episodes in a row was pretty solid. Whenever I went to Oklahoma for the 4th of July, whenever we were doing like booms, boom, boom, booms.
I think
booms,
that's
boom.
Karen at the airport.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Oh, my dad's calling me.
Put him on.
Hey, Brad, this is your dad. He's supposed to be. What's up, dog?
Brad,
Hey.
Eddie and I are leaving right now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Hey, we'll see you in half an hour or so.
Oh,
Okay. I'm actually recording the podcast right now. Do you want to say anything to our fans?
Hey, it's good to see everybody. It's raining pretty hard here in Kansas City. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs! All right.
Have a good one.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
did he just do the news in 5 seconds? He gave a weather report, a sports report, and I'll see you later.
Yeah. Good to see everybody. I like how I said good to see everybody.
He
Good
can't
to see ya.
He can't see them. They can't see him.
I think I was talking about this with you just the other day, how my dad, every time he leaves a voicemail, and I think he's doing it kind of as a joke, but he always tells me it's your dad. Hey, Brad, this is your dad calling.
Mm.
Dad, of course. A, I know your voice. B, I have a phone in the last 25 years that says your name on it. So anyway, Amish Jams is another one. I don't know if the whole episode's that great, to be honest, but I think that is like one of my favorite bits that we've ever done.
Was that pre-90?
That was 73. Yeah.
Okay. Hannah Joy, get in there. Get some joy.
Tonight
in
is
your heart.
Glow Night. Yeah. They're just some fun ones. There's just a lot of, we have fun on this podcast.
We have joy, guys.
We do, Hannah.
Okay.
Karen in the Airport, was that also the first one that we did like the live studio, or not like the YouTube premiere thing on? Was that the one where we were driving in the rain?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
that was the one we were driving in the rain, not the one that we were. Anyway,
Either way, just listen to all of them between 54 and 62.
I think if you're on YouTube right now, you can live comment or you can comment below. Comment your favorite episode between 1 and 90, because I'm curious to hear.
And Hannah Joy can check it out.
Yeah, because I think that's fun too, just to see feedback from other people and collaborate with others. So
Yeah.
Hey, Jake and Brad, this is Lindsay from Indianapolis. Love the pod. Huge fan.
Thank you.
I was just calling to let you guys know that I pulled that Chicagoy prank on my husband, and it was fantastic. We were out in Colorado visiting some
It's
friends,
a winner.
and he was laughing so hard that he couldn't even deny it.
Yes.
Everyone believed me until I finally told him it wasn't true. But
No!
it was so great. So thanks for that joke.
lean into it.
But since we were just out in the Denver-ish area doing some hiking, I've just gotten the itch to do more. So Jake, I know you've been to all the different states and to a lot of different national parks, but where do you think we should go next? Whether it's a national park or not, just really into that mountain hiking right now. And being in Flat, Indiana, I need to get to those mountains soon. So thanks for all you do. Let me know what you think. And yeah, bye-bye.
I've never been to a mountain or a national park, so that's cool that they just asked you. That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Lindsay. No, I was kidding.
I mean, you're walking more than I am these days.
Yeah, seriously.
I get the golf cart on the course.
Do you?
I don't walk.
Yeah.
Heck no. Lindsay, here's my suggestion. Fly into Las Vegas. Doesn't matter, even if you're not a Las Vegas person. It's just a pretty centrally located spot for what you're about to do. Fly into Las Vegas, get a rental car, get a U-Haul. If there's not a rental car, make sure it has AC. And go in a circle. Okay? Go to like Bryce Canyon, Zion National Park, Grand Canyon, Page, Arizona, back to Las Vegas. It's a nice 4 or 5 day trip, plenty of hiking, plenty of fun, pretty easy road trip. Everything's about 3 hours apart. I told my parents to do that. They did it, loved it. I've never done it per se, but I think I will probably.
Yeah.
And I've seen those parks just at different times. So anyway, that is my tip to you or anyone else want to do a bunch of national parks in close proximity and in a short amount of time.
Quick tip. Great tip.
Okay,
Love it.
QT.
That's great.
There you go, Lindsay.
I love the Chicagoy thing. If you guys don't know what it
it's
is,
the perfect prank.
long story short, we talked about it way long time ago, but yeah, just say that somebody thinks that they pronounce Sacagawea Chicagoy and they'll deny it, but you just keep going with it. And it's such a small lie that people can't like justifiably say anything besides, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Ask me.
Like, yeah. And so it's just really fun to like mess with people.
I don't.
It's so innocent. It's just a great innocent joke. So Catherine rolls her eyes every time I do it, but it's awesome.
Okay, we're going to do 2 more. This next one's from Knack Backs.
Knack Backs.
Come on.
Hey, Jake and Brad, it's Knack. Jake cannot agree enough with the annoyance, the pet peeviness at clapping when a waiter or waitress drops something. I think
Thank
that is
you.
possibly the most annoying American
I had never heard of
tradition
this
we
before.
I was
currently
gonna say, yeah, I think it's pretty common.
partake in. I hate it.
Thank you, Knack.
Anyways, my question, we were pickling the other day, me and a couple other people, and it was like our second time pickling. There were 3 courts on this place, a aisle court, middle court, window court, and we took the aisle court, and these old people come to us and they're like, hey, like, you're supposed to rotate courts. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, you guys need to move. And I'm, ready to throw hands at this point. Like,
Sure.
what are you, like,
With the old
I'm
people.
not moving courts. Eventually, they move on to a different court. But my question is, when you started pickling, were there any like weird pickleball etiquette rules you have to follow?
It seemed like he was only about a quarter of the way through. He was just getting into it.
He was just like, I'm just going to record this until it cuts me off.
That's interesting. I cannot even think of why you need to rotate courts. Like, you're not rotating unless you're rotating off.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless it's like once you're done, but then you got to wait for people along the way. Like, because games don't get over the exact same time.
Yeah, that seems like a weird system. There's a couple places in Kansas City where they employ paddle stacking, where there's like a system of places where you put your paddle and then it shows who's up next.
So maybe that's what they were trying to say. But like, yeah, so it's like once you get done with your game, you go off. Like you go off the court and somebody else comes on. But
just
that's
switching
not
courts.
rotating.
Yeah. I can't think of that at all, of why that made sense. I know the biggest thing, the 2 things that we encountered when we first started playing, one was that lady at our park.
Yeah, she's still at it, dude.
I
noticed she has like a really sweet like Hobby Lobby kind of sign on her front door. Because like that's where we do all our soccer games.
Wait, what do you mean a really sweet Hobby Lobby sign?
Like, like not like live, laugh, love, but something like a sweet saying, like, something like that makes it look like, oh, this cute little old lady lives here.
Oh yeah.
But she's
home is where the heart is.
Yeah. Something.
Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.
Sure. Yeah.
In this house, we serve the Lord and tacos.
Yeah. It wasn't anything that Gen Z, but it was, something like that.
Those are Gen Z?
I don't know. Something newer. Serve tacos. I don't think your grandma has one that says we serve the Lord and tacos. Maybe not Gen Z. Maybe that's more millennial.
Yeah. Millennials love like
letterboards
and just like, I feel like Mexican things.
Yeah.
Like Spanish culture.
Because it's like just
food
like,
and drink.
Yeah.
Margaritas, guacamole, and tacos. Millennials have just acted like they're brand new
queso
items.
Too. Girls love the queso.
Hey, don't talk about, I like queso. Okay.
Well, that's fine. No, I like all those things.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just acting like, hey, I like queso,
that
dude.
thing I like.
Hey,
do you not like guacamole?
Not as much as queso, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I think they're right up there with each other. I like them both a lot.
So that was one thing we encountered. A crazy lady at our park who thought the pickleballs were too loud and just assumed we would stop playing because she thought it was too loud.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, I remember talking about this a year ago when we first started playing, but Isaac and I couldn't get anyone to play us. Us 2 would show up, felt like we were pretty adequate at the game, pretty athletic boys, and no one would play with us. So that was so annoying. We felt like the annoying kid, like the new kid at school, which we kind of were. Everyone knew each other. And now we're in.
You've had some people get frustrated that you talk while playing.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I just can't help it.
Like
I mean,
some
on the
of
basketball
the purists
court
out there, like you can't. That's distracting.
We're in the middle of a point. What are you talking for?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect my dinking.
Or another thing, I think by the same person is like you guys would pretend to like one person would pretend to swing really hard, and then the ball would bounce, and the other person would just lightly tap it over.
Isaac and I are big on the fake swings, and I can't say we've seen anyone else do a fake swing in over a year of playing.
It's a good idea though.
Why not? It's a pump fake.
Yeah,
it's a pump. No one else is pump faking.
Right.
We're trying to reinvent the game,
but people frown upon it.
They don't like the pump fake. Oh, it's so funny just to see Isaac like step in the kitchen where you're not supposed to step, take a full swing of just like swatting it like he's trying to hit a June bug in the air, and then like right as he swings, I just like hit it real soft right behind him.
And your natural reaction whenever somebody is going to swing super hard at something, even if you think it's illegal and it's like they're going to lose the point, is
you back up.
You wince and maybe turn your head a little bit.
Carson Wentz a bit.
Yeah.
And then next time they're wincing, Isaac does hit it, and boom.
Yep.
Throat.
Yep. That's exactly what happens.
Anyway, all right, one last one. Here we go.
Hi there. My name is Melanie from the Central Texas area. I'm a first-time caller, but an OG ghostie.
2 of them.
I just recently ordered some merch. I got the U-Haul Vibes t-shirt. And then I cried when you called me out and then messaged me on Instagram. So, as a native Texan, my question for Brad is, how on earth did you get a Texas girl to move out of Texas? And then, as a single 20-something person, my question for Jake is, how do you handle the question, but why are you still single?
Ooh.
Then, as a dance teacher, I was wondering if I could possibly request a clip of Brad yelling, "Get on your feet," and a clip of Jake yelling, "Pew, pew, pew," so I could add it into some of our mixes. And then
Gosh,
my very,
the
very,
things we do for
very
our
last
fans.
request is I was wondering if you might possibly be able to.
Good classic Melanie.
Classic. At least she did possibly be like, that was kind of nice. That was kind of different.
Melanie.
That's good. Here's a fun fact. I screenshotted it to post on I sent it to you the other day, but I sent something to Simply Fit page. I said, I'm ready to dance.
Yeah.
So that's going to come up sometime the Patreon. So
Have y'all been chatting?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not too much. She sent me a video, like a dance video. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I'm going to do it probably in the park someday after I'm done walking 25 miles.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, she asked
how do
about
you
Texas.
get a Texas girl from Texas? Why
How
you
do
say
you
she
respond
was
to the
single
thing?
and then get on her feet, pew, pew.
Which I'll just say right now, Hattie loves, like, I'll be like, oh, pew, 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 pew. Hattie will be like, yeah, pew, pew, pew.
Maybe get Hattie to say it then.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, the Texas thing, it's kind of like Sam was going through earlier with the missionary thing. Technically, Catherine moved to Kansas City to do missions. She was working for K-Life a year before I even graduated college. She's a year ahead of me in school. And so that was the real reason. It was Jesus. It like literally you can't get somebody out of Texas without Jesus on your side. So, and Catherine's, I just laughed so hard when she asked that question because Catherine's like, yeah, seriously. I think she was expecting to be here for her contract duration of 3 years and then hightail it right back to Texas. And now she's been here like 7 or 8 years or something like that. So,
I mean, Ted Cruz tried to leave Texas a few months ago and everyone got so
everyone
mad.
got mad about
They're
it.
like, hey, come on, you're Texan. You got to
Right.
stay in Texas. He was like, okay, I'll turn
All
around.
right.
It had nothing to do with anything else.
All right. Is that pretty good, Ted Cruz? Anyway,
I don't know.
do people ask you about like, why are you still single a lot? I would never ask that. Just like I would never ask, like, as a married person, I would never say like, why aren't you guys pregnant yet? When are you going to have kids? Because you never know the things that are going on behind closed doors.
I would assume, and truly I am assuming, that maybe some tone deaf people like within the church,
okay,
like don't know that could be like seen as rude. It's like, girl, why are you like still single? What's going on?
Or maybe it's like they think it's a compliment. Like, oh,
yeah,
you're so beautiful. I can't believe you're still single.
And then it's like, if you hear that a couple times a month, it's like, I'm kind of tired of being asked this.
Yeah.
I've asked someone that before, but in the context of like, I am pursuing someone, they seem phenomenal. They haven't really dated anyone. Like, explain to me, like, what is your dating history look like? Why have you never had a boyfriend? Like, what, is the story there?
Yeah.
But never just like casually, like, girl, thanks for coming to church today. Why are you single? Look at you in that dress. Why are you still single?
But do you get that question very often?
No, not super often.
I bet it's more of a girl thing, unfortunately.
Probably.
So I think it's less uncommon for guys to get married late.
You got to sow the wild oats later in life.
One of my sisters didn't get married till later on, and she's doing just fine. So
just fine.
Yeah. God has a plan.
I tell people, I think I tell people the truth. I'm like, I'm picky for one. Two,
I don't brush my teeth very often.
I'm pretty anti-oral care.
Mhm.
That seems to get around.
Yeah.
And no, but I also tell people, like, for my first 3 years of adulthood, I was working at K-Life. I didn't have a moment to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't even meet a woman for like months at a time.
If you went on a date, like 5 other high schoolers would be there with you. Like,
I couldn't get out of Prairie Village. Yeah, the only women I was meeting were either high schoolers or moms.
Yeah.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
So, I had a 3-year just sabbatical from women. So, I'm just getting back into it.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. And then I moved to Dallas. Well, whatever. We don't need to get into it.
And I mean, think about like trying to get a girl out of Texas. Like,
they'd only care about the headliner down there, right? I was just the backup guy. It was Jake and Josh. He was kind of the main guy. They only care about the main Instagram star.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you a video, Melanie. Send me something on Instagram to remind me. I'll say something.
Wait, I think she just wants a soundbite, right?
Oh,
Just
right
give
now?
it to her now.
Do you think she's that savvy to take that away?
It'd be just as easy as taking it from her phone, right?
I don't think so. I think you could right click or whatever, hold down and save.
Okay.
Melanie, we'll get it to you.
Melanie, Brad doesn't believe in you.
Oh, I do. She did bring up a good point about merch. We did talk about how in June, whatever state did the most merch, and I forgot to like update this ever.
I keep thinking about it and keep forgetting to text you about it.
So this is going to come out June 28th. So like, right? June. whatever. It's going to come out like 2 days before the end of the month. So these are somewhat live numbers here. And I'm just going to tell you, it's a close race, y'all. So if you want us to come, if you want us to come to your state, you holler, because so right now, shout out Texas, Pennsylvania, and Missouri are all tied at
Texas,
7.
Pennsylvania, Missouri.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the exact numbers just to know that like
it doesn't take much to move.
It's a race. Yeah. So Pennsylvania, Texas, Missouri tied at 7.
Are these orders or like items?
These are orders.
Okay.
So
if you want to buy multiple
hack
things,
the system. Yeah. Order a sticker, like a bunch of different stickers in different orders, and just pay way too much for shipping. So those are 7. We got Ohio coming in hot at number 6.
With 6.
With 6. I'm sorry. With 6. Then we got Iowa and Washington at 5. Washington's pretty far up there. Giuliano is going to order in a little bit.
I like the way you say that. Like you almost can't get out. Washington pretty far up there.
Yeah. And then with 4, we got Illinois, Kansas, Tennessee. And then we got Kentucky, South Carolina, Oregon, Indiana, Utah, Colorado, Oklahoma with 3.
What were the top 3 again? Missouri, Pennsylvania,
Texas.
2 of those are way easier.
What's the tiebreaker here? Is it the amount of money ordered from that place? From that state?
/ maybe a little preference given to where we want to go.
What's convenient? Yeah. Hershey, Pennsylvania. We've always wanted to tour the chocolate factory.
Todd F. Packer.
What's the F stand for? Yeah. Cool. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, merch race.
But honestly, like it's anybody's game. 7 orders is the max. Like
it's not gonna take much.
It's the leader. Yeah.
5 different people right now in Utah could buy something, and now you're in first.
Yeah, Wise City or whatever that girl's going to.
What?
Wise? She's like, I'm living here now, but I'm moving to Wise City, Utah.
Arkansas. You almost had it.
Upstate Arkansas.
Upstate Arkansas.
Shoot.
Almost. Hey.
Utah, Arkansas, both in and awe.
Shoot.
Oh, and then Kansas is the land of Oz.
Oh, that's good, Brad.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Bars.
Tied a bow on it.
Good.
Okay.
This has been a fun episode. Brad, would you like to start us off with the reviews of the week?
You start us off because I haven't read any yet.
Okay. There's so many good ones. Like we're back, baby.
Yeah, we're
back.
It's awesome.
Ghostrunners. There's so much to be said. I've been working my way through the old episodes whilst keeping up with the recent ones, and it's been a blast. These guys are genuine and fantastic dudes to feel like you're hanging out with. I've gone through the 4 stages of culture shock while going through these eppies. Honeymoon stage of enjoying every single moment of the pod to being increasingly frustrated that we couldn't have Jake and Brad and the fam over for a game night of riveting catchphrase to just adjusting and accepting that they are strangers who feel like friends and life is still great that way. Although still a little sad. Whew. That was a run-on sentence. No. Anyway, so grateful for all the laughs, and I look forward to seeing what more is to come. P.S. Did y'all ever get our gift of the week, or did someone steal it from your porch? Just wondering.
That is on me. Yes, we did get it. Yes.
Okay.
And we loved it.
Yeah. I can't stop. I sleep
stuff.
on it. Oh, yeah. Wait.
Yeah. It's a coffee pillow. It's a coffee
pillow.
No, I need to bring that over.
Hey, thank you for the gift.
Coffee gift basket.
Celia Mo.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, mine is from Madison Leanne, and the title is "Would You Like a Cookie?" This airplane story is priceless. I agree. I think that story was so funny.
I'm glad you guys liked it. I was nervous.
Yeah. The quick reference to 11th grade homecoming and not knowing where to put your hands on the 200-year-old Titanic lady was almost too much to take. I was doubled over laughing. Meanwhile, the Johnson County moms walking by didn't know what to think. So thanks for that. So she must be
it's a little hint. It's like, hey, I'm around.
You're around. Okay, I see you. So thank you, Madison, for the awesome review. And it was 5 stars too.
Whoa! And what's the highest?
5.
And how'd you pronounce her name?
Madison Leanne.
Madison Leanne.
Thanks, guys. Really though, it does make. We read them all, and we appreciate them all. So thank you so much for the awesome 5-star reviews.
Thank you, Brad. Would you like to have a dingle?
Yeah, baby. We got another classic from Janelle Bunyel.
Yeah.
She went from R. Kelly to another just classic.
Similar genre.
Very similar. So let's do it. That was fun. That was a good one.
Dude, your voice sounded nice there. That was a good one.
Thank you.
That took me back to LPC there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this note before.
So that it helps when the original song is sung by a man.
Yeah, sure.
Shania Twain makes it a little more difficult.
Sure.
Carly Rae Jepsen, a little high. But yeah, thanks, dude. Fun times.
Well written, Janelle. I also love the idea of like, it's not impossible that this like podcast gets to one of those Arkansas baseball players.
You 100% are reading my mind. I'm very nervous about that.
And like I don't think you need to be nervous.
Oh, I don't know if Henry would love it.
Oh, because it would get back to Henry.
Yeah. The son's not, it's not just going to stop at the son. His one and only child. 100% I'm nervous about like if he brings receipts and he starts saying like, now you said this about me?
You might lose some business.
Now, Brad, what do you mean about this? I might lose some fingers, dude, some digits. Hey, I know I stepped on your foot, last week, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut off your kneecaps this time.
I wasn't even thinking about Henry. I was just thinking about like an Arkansas baseball player like Wiggins being like, wait, I'm in like multiple episodes of a podcast and now I'm in a song.
Right.
Like people know me kind of.
We have plenty of listeners that go to U of A. Like
someone knows Wiggins.
Somebody's in, intro to communications with Wiggins.
Or I think Becca Harper was telling me, she's like, yeah, I grew up
across the street.
Yeah. But even the other ones, Pikowski or whatever.
Oh, Zach Morris.
All
of them.
Okay. Well, good sewed. I was really wanting this to be a quick one. I'm like, man, I'm only on a couple hours of sleep. Let's just knock out a quick one.
We got like 2 hours right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was pretty lengthy, but it was good. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure to check out Jean Shorts wherever you like to consume content, or feel free to follow us everywhere.
Let's say it does come out at 9:30. You start listening to this at 7:30. It's out. It's out now.
It's out now.
So go right from here.
Yes. Go right from here at Jean Shorts. Check out Brad's big debut on the silver screen.
Yeah. We got more coming too.
All right. Love you guys.
That was my line, dude.
Well, all right. Start over.
Love you, Hattie.